Grand Final, Vitality versus FaZe.
Unleash the beast. Good luck and have fun.
The culmination of 2025 is about to begin. A grand finale. One last clash. FaZe versus Vitality. Miracles versus Masters. Budapest, let's get loud!
This one's going to be special no matter what. The stories write themselves in this matchup. We're here to watch the rounds because we know there's going to be some special ones. Kicking off with a pistol, FaZe beat Vitality twice on pistols the last time they played Nuke.
Ooh, tough one for Kerrigan out of the gate. Frag grenade right on him. Gap in that smoke, eyes all around it. FaZe, plenty of presence outside to begin this pistol. But we go down to a minute 10 and there's still no casualties. Apex signing up for a fight. And he knew from the moment he stepped onto that stage tonight, it was gonna be a fight. So remain ready.
There's nothing gimmicky about the game plan when FaZe play. They go outside, they default, they take it slow, they work picks.
Apex still just floating around. Can't believe that nobody's actually committed just yet. Down to 45 seconds.
I like he knows that he's interrupting this. When will he drop his guard is the question. FaZe will move now.
Starting to get a little more rambunctious. Frozen's got the first kill. ZywOo, Beretta's tap for the response. Main meant to be cut off. Two players to come through it. At least the hunt does hold as Robs from the heavens cuts down Frozen. And this 3v3 still has some legs for FaZe as Brokey can't collect that kill up to heaven. He's got to also now reroute. We go 20 seconds, and again, it is an execution from Robs out of heaven. So clean with this pistol, but Brokey's gonna give him a taste of his own medicine. That's a chance to bail downstairs with bomb.
That's all they wanted, and now Twist protects the vent. You can't rotate from upstairs. It's gonna be a one-on-one on B.
Oh, Mezzy trying to run it down. Bomb's planted. Brokey hands off of it. We've got separated 1v1s. This could be it for Mezzy. And as Brokey gets around the cover, Twist is gonna take down Mezzy's teammate, but now still, that last defender still so far cut off. There's 5 seconds left on that defuse. Only 5 seconds left. Mezzy gets off, and Twist is gonna catch him with a headshot and a clutch in the very first round of this grand finals.
He made him bite. He flinched first. That was enough to score the bait. FaZe on Nuke, the last time they played, won both pistols. Here's a third from them. You know the best part about that stat?
Hit me.
It was 10 out of 12 pistols for Vitality until they played their last series. Both of the pistols they lost at this major were to FaZe.
There's something poetic about FaZe starting this for Vitality with that best-of-1 win. Put a dent in their armor, and then meet them again now in a best-of-5 grand finals. First round, clutch count hits 1. Twist's running down that stairs, just enough to scare him off it. But be cautious as you round these corners, because there are still guns in Vitality's hands.
The lightest tag through the box here on Jacob.
Again, FaZe just getting this posturing outdoors, starting this round just like they did the one prior.
The desk brought it up. They're gonna come at, they have a lot of looks on Nuke. The thing is though, it's always been towards outside. We saw Apex last round, scouting it out. ZywOo's trying to push back in this direction, but they don't get the kill first, so they have to succeed the space.
It's a daunting test to begin your grind of a best-of-5 at this kind of a slow pace, especially now with Kerrigan taking damage. FaZe don't want to give up this momentum off the pistol win. And yet ZywOo remains a problem. And the FAMAS is going to clean up what ZywOo started, so that's the recovery they're looking for. Frozen trying to pinch into this upper hit with Brokey, but one end gets cut off. Good on Mezzy. Stays locked into those boxes, but if the Heaven players come up and over, then this bomb site's going to get unraveled. Flamesy drops with nothing to show for it, and FaZe find that appropriate route to cut back in, leaving options open with a bit of ramp control because of the way they tether off the other side of site.
I think that was the unlikely move to go back upstairs. Obviously, with 2 players there for Vitality, it looked like you wouldn't want to do that. Apex was the one guy to dip lower, but with Frozen protecting the vent, it felt like the natural thing to do, take lower, watch the vent, punish the one guy downstairs. Thing is, FaZe are frying right now. Like, they're hitting all their shots. That's a good sign. Now, obviously, for Vitality, like, FaZe have this amazing stat, and that's not losing a series at this major. It's best of ones that really cost them. Vitality, on the other hand, we just watched their last game. They were anything but perfect. They, by the end of it, were warmed up and looked amazing, but it took them a long time to get there.
Slow start on Mirage yesterday had us worried whether Vitality could kind of crank that dial to get in, whether Team Spirit were going to be a test too strong for them.
We can all say the trend for FaZe has been linear in terms of improvement. They're stepping up to higher levels of competition and then equally doing as well, winning each series. For Vitality, it's been a bit more parabolic, up and down. Not sure which Vitality you're going to get.
I'll tell you what you get in this one, unarmed for the most part. Still that Mag 7 floats out on the field, leave it to Apex to try to get weird. Kerrigan said in that stage interview that he wants to play some funny Counter-Strike. Well, usually because it comes up FaZe's favor. Take caution as that shotgun walks its way over towards Secret, and yet again, 3 rounds in a row, FaZe Clan begin their moments on Outers. So this shotty could have a chance to catch somebody off guard.
Oh,
hell, it could get an upgrade, then suddenly the pistol swarm.
You want some funny Counter-Strike?
Here it is, or there it goes, rather. Twist, instant headshot, creates that looming threat of more bodies pushing downstairs, and unfortunately for Apex, doesn't even confirm all of the members of FaZe that are actually there.
Twist is moving kind of crazy right now. He starts off already after 2 rounds, 5-0. I'm not sure if anybody's had a chance to shoot back.
Pistols will try to sign up for it next.
FaZe versus Rops.
Yeah, ooh. Oh! Excuse me? That's a pistol! And it's in Flamesy's hands as well! Tries to hit the drive-by, that's where Kerrigan's gonna end him. Out of nowhere, Vitality collect 3 5-7 headshots. And now Rops with his hands on that AK-47. Ready to try to fly up through this ladder, and it's gonna get covered. Frozen, meant to be the savior of this one. Bomb goes down in the middle of all that. And despite the best efforts of the 5-7s, it's now back to the pistols here.
They're gonna let him settle. CT's coming in slowly.
5-7s are one thing, but what about the Deegs? Well, first one hits the ground. Chance at a blindside there. Mezzi missing his chances. 4 shots, and he still stands in the back of that bomb site. Frozen comes the path, but hang on. Just one more needed here for Mezzi. He's gonna close that gap onto Frozen. Oh, and he'll nail him point blank, but with less than 10 seconds. It's that close, but let this be the message. Vitality will not go down without a fight.
Yeah, they kind of found a way to let him win that, honestly. If they had peeked at any point from Tetris, he was a dead man. They allowed him to reload and get that next eagle shot after he had warmed up and used an entire mag. So it's messy, but that's what we expect in this game. But what did Robs have for breakfast? He said this was going to be special coming to play against FaZe in this GrandFinals.
That'll keep you on your toes, FaZe Clan.
Little, Mezzi's up to 4 kills, but he really saved the day when they played against Spirit. He was the guy that made it all possible. You give your acceptance speech, you say, I'd like to thank Mezzi for getting us here.
Vitality put FaZe on notice before they come into this one. First gun round at hand.
Careful versus upper pops. This round's no kits for Vitality. They're not even gearing up for this right now. Bomb's going inside. They're going to put pressure on Squeaky.
Flames yes, they are. And that flashbang finds him to perfection. Twist over main.
Who better than Twist?
Where have I seen this before? Doubles back off of that one. Vitality's first gun round goes up in nothing but a puff of smoke. Laid out flat on that upper hit.
Problem is for Vitality, they're showing FaZe that they can win. That's by far the scariest part about this start for FaZe. FaZe nonsense, to be PG about it, is the concept that they can win any round no matter what. FaZe math is that since they can win any round, then they can win any match. Vitality cannot let them win this many rounds in a row. They've got to stop it at some point. They throw out this Twist idea. It's like the Canada call, but just a 0.5 version. Just a taste. but it works so successfully. The flashes are perfect. And Vitality actually almost got in position to stop an upper pop really well.
Oh, faster pace with the nades out of the gate. And remember, ZywOo's op is out here on the field, so don't start cutting corners here for FaZe Clan. We had a nice tempo set in the first few rounds, and more often than not, Vitality are giving you a fight in the quote-unquote easier ones.
Now put a pin in. I mean, it's 5v4. Not great guns here still, but ZywOo on the best.
And one of the best. Never forget it.
CT side versus Mongols is looking to just translate into this match. We saw what he can do. It's a huddle here inside lobby.
It's not the first round. FaZe go quiet in the middle of things.
Rob's got the opener. He's a little low, but playing the headshot angle wisely.
Gotta keep Vitality guessing. Can't let these pistols gain too much information in a stack off the first frag. Robs, does he pop up? Yeah, and it's to his own demise.
They waited for that specific position. Who knows Rob's better than FaZe?
Now FaZe tucked down into the corners of B. And while FaZe will start to stomp over, ZywOo clips Kerrigan. That's a kill back towards lobby, I believe. So all of a sudden, FaZe finds himself in a playmaker's position with a pack of members of this push. Oh, again!
The 5-7s are blessed today.
Headshots back to back. Jacob scoops up bomb. 1v3 under threat. And so, as that scope tries to find him still, and an M4 picked up by Apex in the middle of all of this, Jacob's got a chance to blow this round out of the water for the ace.
Don't miss again.
And the 1v3, but it's too much to ask. Apex hits him from behind. And after all of these close rounds made possible by Apex and Co's light buys, this one breaks through.
We've got 2 5-7 commercials. I didn't know they were a sponsor of this event. Incredible round on lower to stop this hit from coming in. It's a little lifeboat here for Vitality. Get your mind right off that round. Look to make it a rifle afterwards. Xtaz only going to be so happy, right? Because on the one hand, you win. You stop FaZe a little bit. You try to steal the momentum. Not being able to stop FaZe's momentum has been a conversation from some of the other teams at this event. But on the other side, Xtaz didn't have much to do with this win, right? In terms of the sustainable, greater picture of this match, that round, he hopes for it, he doesn't plan for it. Now here comes the plan.
To stop FaZe momentum, that's the challenge. And a 5-7 looks like more than enough to do it. Valves keep an eye on that one.
And we were watching that from Jacob's perspective, but ZywOo missed 3 shots. Not needed, not important. He'll get another chance to play here on CT side. He also did get a kill last round.
Quick tuck into the depths of garage here for Apex.
Be careful with your ammo. There's literally no one better than Robson ramp. Like just straight up and down.
He's gonna send his grenades inwards, and Robs eats that flash. So good on him to get over the railing. Smooth movement to escape. That is a strong bit of map control for FaZe at a minute 15. Gets ZywOo's watchful gaze over towards it.
Rops is fully giving this back up. We don't have Apex is in big garage, so he's not coming down secret to come and support Rops at retaking ramp. That's a less likely play, but something they're thinking about. They're gonna have to let him go into Rops right now.
Have an angle.
And they're not making a preemptive rotation. They're really kind of over-facing on outside. Rops versus everybody.
Oh, it's right there on the door. Good damage on Jacob. He actually takes none in return just yet, so Rops, this is a bit of a shooting gallery, trying to carve a path off both doorways. He does a lot to delay this, I feel.
Oh.
Finally, they're able to break on through. Twist catching Apex will help FaZe to follow downwards. And all while Frozen just stays in this corner, there are going to be 3 kills to be had. But it goes to ZywOo's favor. He's able to clip one before Frozen strikes, pushes this clutch onto Mezzi's shoulders.
Yeah, that's an interesting one because
bombs dropped, still on the doorway.
It's ZywOo's kill that actually made this happen.
He backs
good
up.
Clutch.
Because he doesn't understand why there's not a plant. He thinks maybe it had gone up the vent to A. That's why he thinks about the heaven ladder. Now it's all just going to confirm. Things were delayed by ZywOo.
He's got a smoke and a kit.
Oh, and a chance at the headshot towards Twist in the distance. Mezzi gives himself the flash. He's got a smoke as well if things get desperate. Kerrigan just remains with head tucked down beneath, and they both layer that peak, one behind the other.
Yeah.
FaZe supporting each other in a time of need. As ZywOo slips the net and catches that bomb carrier, good on Frozen, and then good on Twist to make sure Kerrigan doesn't have to get that last fight on his own.
Mezzi almost punished them for failing to set up properly in the 1-on-2 last time. This is the proper example of how that works. The guy in front can take aggro. The guy who's got a safe position can come out to instantly trade. So Kerrigan very carefully sneaks into this angle, and Mezzi doesn't really have a chance. Off the Xtaz tack, FaZe win. I think that was theirs, right? Xtaz was talking, but either way.
Vitality's purchase back in. It's going to cost them everything. Who's he trying to play ahead of this smoke? Ooh, interesting move. Trying to tether alongside Rops, who eats that flashbang. Oh, they get the fight back to their favor, but it does cost Kerrigan half his health. Okay, Twists. Short flames, he's able to strike. Again, just whittling one off of the middle of the pack, right? Much like last round, over towards ramp. Just a piece of Vitality.
Oh, they're always stealing something. They're always stealing a base here.
FaZe just keep this pressure up all across the map. The beauty of FaZe is the power of individuals and the confidence they bring to the table. If they sense an opening, they will strike. And so Twist will do it towards this upper site.
It's incredible how good Twist has been, how good Twist is right now. All these Nuke victories from FaZe. You have to pay attention to the guy they brought back into the lineup. 6-1 for FaZe. The thing about this plan from FaZe, they know what's going to happen. The one round where FaZe made it an upper hit, Vitality responded right. They just didn't get the trades. Twist came in through mini, overwhelmed them. They had 3 points of attack. They really capitalized on that. Every time it's been outside, Rops, Apex, they're trying to take Big Garage so they can catch the lurks, because it's either going to be Twist or it's going to be Kerrigan pushing a smoke. Obviously, he needs to know which way he's going to go, if it's going to be Credit Card or into Big Garage, but he does that very often. Every time that they played there, it hasn't been a problem for FaZe. This round, the flash is perfect. How many times are you seeing Rops get hit directly with a flashbang in this match? The perfect flash on ramp when he was playing in that way behind the box. He's trying not to play his favorite angle by the wall, because that's what he normally does. You just never see Rops this vulnerable, ever.
Targeted utility makes his job all the more difficult. You see it inside a Garage as well, so best of luck, Rops, as this game goes on. He's still the one that's been able to post the most amount of kills for Vitality, but they have not come easy, I'll tell you that.
You ask me honestly, I am seeing a plan to respond to this defaulting outside over and over again. It's just not better than FaZe's yet.
Apex is going to try to get tricky. This is such a one-and-done spot, man. So difficult to escape from here. But you can usually catch heads climbing over.
He's missing everything right now.
Oh, man.
He's looking for the wrong target. Flamesy might pre-aim and miss. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, he's got it.
But does he anticipate more? There's bodies downstairs as well. They're going to try to get this chase on. A second inside of the corner, but the flash! Where's that come from?
Whose flash was that?
All of a sudden, you've got Vitality blind in the corner again.
No, that couldn't have been a T-flash, right? They were running through that door together. Maybe it was to blind the first guy. Incidentally got them. Now they're in a 3v3, but you got 3 guys up or 3 guys lower.
This is an excellent...
You tell me who you'd rather be.
Fantastic spot for FaZe Clan.
And
still, I think what's going to make them nervous here is the fact there was already so many players downstairs.
The thing is, with other rotation preemptive, this smoke goes down, vent control is taken, the plant is inevitable. And if the CTs don't have control side before this retake comes in, their odds of getting the first kill go down dramatically. It doesn't even look like they're going for it right now.
What you're telling me is Vitality are about to save.
We'll see.
ZywOo taking a look at it, kit to be picked up on the retake attempt if it's to come in.
Oh man, they actually decided they were already going to lose that round. No. When we cast them versus Spirit, we said this is not Vitality, and it feels like that again. No, they're only here because they won that match eventually. But how many free maps are in this finals?
The moment FaZe pulled off The miraculous victory yesterday.
Man, I'm not sure how that shook out. It feels like Apex did have 2 bodyguards coming up secret to clear out the space that he wasn't watching. He did know there were cross smokes. He could have seen ahead, I think, if he looked for it. And oh, it's Flamesy's own fly.
Okay.
Okay, now that looks
solved.
You know, to the layman, that looks really stupid. But in reality, he's throwing that flash so they can fall back around the corner, not expecting the full-on chase, just wanted to dissuade them from coming out of the door at all. So, unfortunate situation. They had to fight in that spot, but it's a little clumsy, and it cost them the round.
Yeah, it's an error, but it's definitely a forced error. Get it out of him. Don't let them fall back. Don't let them hold that bomb site. If I'm FaZe Clan right now, I don't let Vitality breathe. I think that's why Xtaz comes through with his second timeout. First one was after round 5 when they picked up the force win. Now this one here after the 8th round of play, because this CT side, it's nowhere to be found just yet.
I'm not sure how this is a real scoreline right now. We're going to have to see how the rest of this half plays out. There's no part of me that believes that Vitality are just going to give up now.
We saw it versus Spirit. Slow start still came back into the game. We saw them push to their limits all throughout 2025. That ability to claw back has never disappeared. So why would it now and here? Flamesy takes a look into the HUD, sees nothing, but
it's a look,
FaZe on the other side.
It's also a footstep.
Tries to just pressure through smoke.
Doesn't see what he's looking for.
Another smoke grenade goes down. Flamesy still on one side of it. Brokey, or rather, Jacob on the other. Little flank here from Apex is going to find Back's turn. A little too slow to the plate here, FaZe Clan. Flamesy knows what's up now. Poising and posturing for that upper hit. Gives Flamesy all he needs to know. But as he kind of awkwardly works back around these smokes, he's lucky to not get pounced on.
Looks like Apex has saved the day.
Drops another piece of utility. FaZe Clan still just stuck in the mud towards the lobby side. But leave it to FaZe Clan to still try to fight back in a round like this. Flamesy welcomes it. Flashbang into the middle of the pack, and we are looking now at the most convincing one from Vitality.
Nice.
5 strong.
It's a shutdown.
This was never going to be free.
That's a moment where you got to tell yourself, very good. They make an aggressive move outside. It's the one round FaZe don't actually try to take it over, which is, you know, Apex could be conditioned in this moment and be scared to try to push, but he's believing in his own reads. He was also up there on top of Big Garage earlier, Warden in the watchtower the couple of rounds now, using that info to his advantage.
They needed that, and good on Xtaz, right off the pause.
Yeah, great to know.
Pull Apex into the action, let him
careful.
Get his game going. Took a bit of bravery to push the bottom of Silo.
Nice.
If you put Zywoo outside where FaZe Clan have constantly had presence, you'll catch one. Flamesy presses his body up against Frozen, but still that HUD door busted wide open. Mezzy trying to seek targets here, knows that Jacob's playing front zone, and knew Brokey wanted to get into that mix as well. Kerrigan will take what he can. Tech9 downstairs, bomb plant free.
This is the guy with the most kills in Major history, right?
Yes, yes it is. You heard that right.
Kerrigan looking for 4 more.
The most kills in Major history. In a 1v4 with a sidearm. But he gets caught off guard, that's half his health down. And the pressure comes from all directions, steps back up to try to whittle a little off Apex, who is now the second most amount of kills in Major history.
Right, now I just walked by that, but what's the full stat? It was that before this started.
That Dupree's record was today going to be passed. We look into the server, we have 2 legends of the game who've been here for so long, 2 of the oldest dogs in the pound, in Apex and in Kerrigan. And with the kills they've already secured in this first half alone, the most kills accumulative at all majors.
So they've got a side bet going on. They don't really care who wins.
Just
they
a little
make
more
sure
beat.
They've got more frags than the other, yeah.
Good.
We're here to have fun, right?
Kerrigan scout looking out her. You know, Zywoo's been signing up to try to push this back. And so if you think you're going to catch him with his scope also, well, you'd be wrong. He leans further back towards Hell instead, and Apex is going to take up responsibility towards the garage. And Kerrigan, seeing no resistance, will be happy to just keep on tiptoeing his way ever closer. And remember, We look at Kerrigan because he's trying to find first contact, but the real threat of this one for FaZe is that AK in Twist's hands. It's not just any day of the week either. Twist is having a phenomenal start, but he'll get chopped down to size by Apex. That's a good duel to win, considering the Canadians' form.
I don't know. I mean, I keep hearing ZywOo miss, and I don't like that.
AK to Brokey's pause instead. Smoke, not fully popped open. So ZywOo, you'll find that sitting duck as Kerrigan hopes to just walk on through. Jacob got a Desert Eagle kill to crack open
Ross
the other side, and Jacob gets another into heaven.
That's an instant punish, 3-on-2.
We're all so distracted with the fights going down outside
FaZe have taken the floor.
that the hut push off Jacob's sidearm cracks this round wide open.
All the key utility on ZywOo.
Brokey holding that AK-47 that Twist had to offer over. ZywOo gives way to the AK himself, and Flamesy still just trying to find the time to tether. Clean shots get picked up. And as ZywOo applying pressure to the other side, this is a phenomenal moment for Jacob. ZywOo tries to close that gap, and Jacob just keeps this locked in. Lets him try to push this forward. Oh, and Frozen closes!
Wow.
3 B's in the name, but that is triple A impact.
And he stays charged. We're wondering, you know, when is Jacob going to get too nervous and start to taper off? No, he's been popping off more and more lately.
We're so distracted with what's going down outside because that's where this entire half has felt like it's been played.
I can't believe he got the second shot. After Flamesy took out his teammate on lower, it was such an easy fight for Flamesy. What a reposition, what a round out of Jacob.
So 2 consecutive all Vitality are allowed. Jacob with his highlight of the grand finals so far. Plenty more where that comes from because we play a best of 5. Apex catches one over top of Blue Box.
Ooh, something's got a hold of Apex right now.
Start right now. Vitality yet again here to bounce back in round 12. This half is very much FaZe's name stamped across it. But in the final attempt, Vitality will find their footing again. It hasn't been a total free fall. You've got to stomach the Deagle losses when they are thrown your way. 3 survive for this one. Vitality, 4 rounds of a CT side on a map that we know FaZe can win. This grand finals truly underway. FaZe Clan heard your call to action and gave you something to cheer about. If you're supporting Kerrigan and friends tonight, an 8-4 start to Nuke is exactly what you wanted.
Oh man, I mean, yeah, your FaZe, this is idyllic right here. This is a dream. This is what Kerrigan was thinking about last night. And the one thing is, we know that Finn in these major finals doesn't have a great track record. But you know, eventually that changes too, right?
You'd think.
Eventually you do overcome like you showed us at Antwerp. Eventually, you can play the CS that is no regret.
Keep fighting, says Brokey.
Brokey is
and it's going to be a
up.
fight all night long. Enjoy the highs while you can, because we saw it yesterday as well. That Ancient, obviously not featuring in this best of 5, but still, map pool was the big question. When FaZe won their game yesterday, any critic, those were the words they could utter, map pool. Right now, we start strong on FaZe's first pick. Ramp completely conceded over. Frozen happy to give it over to them in its entirety. And, well, where do Vitality go from here? Kerrigan takes a look from Hell.
Yeah, we're trying to follow frags in that first pistol. Looks like more of the same now. But CTs are in all really good spots. Ooh, that's
a good gush.
Solid gush.
Brokey dropped down to 8 HP with those Berettas. Zywoo just kind of flailing around here, hits another headshot, but still no casualties. Being racked up to FaZe just yet. Jacob double drops the bomb. Robs is going to start cleaning up towards the ramp. Zywoo gets killed in the meantime. And Robs, he's going to find himself alone. Jacob has gone big with another triple kill.
This guy on pistols, it's unbelievable. He's 12 and 8 off this round. He's won it by himself from back there. The bomb's at his feet. Rops on 42 health has to ace in 25 seconds to win this round.
He'll try to work his way towards Frozen first. Frozen's also been a helping hand to Jacob in this one. Starting to sprint it towards it. No, Jacob's impact will make the difference.
That's straight up, no jokes, incredible from Jacob. Now we're at the 2 pistol rounds the last time they played, 2 pistol rounds this time as well. Brought to you by Jacob. Oh, he was on a swivel. This is a twist moment from him.
Sir, just trying to deal with Secret.
Just another game, he said that.
Just another game. X-Stats can't believe it.
Oh, it was such a good position with the amount of damage that Zywoo brought them just now.
I mean, 2 dinks, right? There was 2 dinks before any member of Vitality hit the ground.
It does go to show you, though, on pistols, headshots are king, and those were headshots, but it were with a Glock, obviously.
All hail the USP.
Yeah. That one's gonna sting.
Vitality know the challenge at hand. They're gonna wait for the next round to come in with a real buy. Rops on a Desert Eagle this time. This is a fantastic moment for FaZe to get that double digits.
FaZe have just quietly built up such an incredible nuke run, and it was during this major, so it wasn't what we talked about coming into it, but they've taken some massive scalps. This would be their 5th win in a row. It's 8 times they played nuke so far at this major. They only lost once to Fluxo.
Of course. Twists. Here we go. Cleanup duty called for. Little quad kill for Twists. Let him farm the stats. He's earned it with his performance.
And what's very special about Nuke for FaZe is this is where they were the closest to death. This is where Red Canids nearly sent them home, that 0.4 second defuse. What is happening right now?
The guns they waited for.
Yep.
There was a point in FaZe Clan's history we thought when you replace Rain, nobody could ever fill those shoes outside. They took it over for the vast majority of that first half on the attack. Now to the defense. And they'll put nobody other than Kerrigan with any eyes outside. 2 players in the ramp corner. Brokey's SMG collects the headshot. Okay. Flamesy got the answer back, though. That's the first player to peek outside.
Yeah, I don't know if Jacob showed himself.
Twist was working his way upwards. And as he took that look over the lip of the stairs, down he goes. Apex long range taps towards heaven. That's ambitious. And he just tries to rack up damage at a distance. It's not his to be had.
They have to be careful in participating in these fights outside because Jacob could make his move at any moment.
FaZe, they want to make their move. Taking a second look into the trophy room, jumping around, not masking the fact that they are right there to threaten you if you just want to try to sit pretty in lobby.
They'd be hitting upper right now if they knew Jacob was there because they know there's a double ramp push and they're 1 down.
But they don't know, that's the thing.
Yeah, it's concealed presence. They never actually fully crossed. I mean, Flamesy's out here. He's wandering. In a good way.
Apex loses to Kerrigan. FaZe Clan, man advantage. He doubles back, confirms Flamesy's now outside. And there's that bomb spotted through the squeaky doorway. Flamesy's just trying to burn time. and as he gets into the cover, his teammates will take over that bomb site, but he can't live. And so man advantage back to FaZe Clan's hands. Bomb plant hut side. Mezzy gives cover to main. Broky's gonna let him know that he's gonna threaten this side of things with the flash first. Fire at the feet of ZywOo, he's fine. Mezzy still trying to fight over towards main. Oh, he catches it.
Nice.
Broky's head popped and Jacob nowhere to be found.
Yeah, he's coming in real slow. They never found him in this round. And the 1-on-2 with the amount of time left over, he will have a chance to make it a 1v1 if he finds the timing.
This man's working with the kit, but we're at 15 seconds on that bomb.
I was about to turn around again.
Down to only 5 seconds to spare, but is this enough of a lead to throw the Hail Mary? Jacob decides not to.
Yeah, no chance to run at this. It looks like Jacob will decide to fall back, and this will be a round picked up for Vitality. Really well earned here. Comes down to the wire.
Just a lot of back and forth shuffling inside of the lobby. That constant looming threat from ramp room as well. FaZe Clan kept the pressure on Vitality in that regard.
It just felt like they were, the entire time, they were flirting with the idea that maybe upper is the right place to go. The fact that there's these double ramp pushes happening over and over again, both players making noise, jumping up and down. They want to make sure that they jumped on this, but I think they felt it was some kind of bait. That Jacob was the final piece to the puzzle, but he never revealed himself.
Unfortunately, by the time he does, round's gone.
Yeah, and that might have also been a moment where that secret push could have come in.
Agreed.
They didn't actually go to go downstairs. So it's a really nice find here for Vitality. It's a grind. It's one where they're down material up until that bomb gets planted and they get that next kill, but they make it happen. Vitality have made comebacks at this major. They have been tested. They have looked weak and then got stronger. Don't put it past FaZe to make it a close game.
For better or for worse, right?
Yeah. For fun. Look how much fun Xtaz is having.
Yeah. Guy's heart's about to burst out his chest.
The person on stage I'm least jealous of is the coach, every time.
Of course.
Can't do anything about the round. Man.
5 rounds the lead.
Twist with the new haircut, trying to usher in a new era.
3 rounds away from a map 1 victory, and a map that, again, if they're gonna win this grand finals, feels like they had to pick up. So far, FaZe belief remains at an all-time high.
There's no op to push back on this.
Getting out of there though, Broky, quick dive. Didn't like the amount of pressure that comes his way by utility, so reposition.
It kind of opens up new avenues and peaks here for Broky. Getting that frag would have been so nice for Flamesy.
Pretty quick contrast between his starting position and where he ends up. Doesn't linger around in garage, doesn't hang on to the blue box very long, just goes all the way back over to hell. As the deep wall of smokes comes up from Vitality. Remember that looming threat that came from ramp last round? Well, ZywOo still waits for it. And good thing he does. Second player could have been his, but he gets bested by Kerrigan.
Man, 1-for-1's kind of huge.
Fast move by Flamesy to get through that smoke. Takes the challenge onto Broky. Missed off shot out of Broky's gonna open the door outside, but Kerrigan's on the scene again.
What's this? He comes in. He didn't even take any damage from ZywOo.
Jacob locked into the vent. Could be up next. Smoke fades and all that remains of Vitality sits on the other side of that doorway. Oh, Jacob's gonna get blown apart. Here comes Broky in with the catch towards that drop on vent. Rops going downwards.
Yeah, bomb's down there.
Yes,
He's gotta
sir.
go get
Scoops it up, and as he sprints to the B bomb site, you've got Kerrigan already ready. 2 frags that have saved momentum in this round once. Rops to get a chance to duel, and he loses. Kerrigan with a triple kill to give FaZe 11.
He was omnipresent in this round. He was everywhere, instant transmitting from position to position.
Read like a book.
I can't believe ZywOo had the perfect angle for the first frag, and he took out the better player. He got frozen. That was the real threat, you would think, up until that moment. Kerrigan comes in, doesn't take a lick of damage, gets away, and then just goes on a massacre. He's playing well, full stop.
FaZe send Vitality back into peril. Tech-9's in hand for the majority. Galil for Rops. His T-side just got its legs kicked out from beneath it by Kerrigan. And he gets a chance at first blood again. Gets the better of his counterpart. In contrast, Apex 7 and 12. Brokey under pressure, fine with it. Flamesy is only
Surely
the
not.
first.
Is this guy Jason Statham or Brokey?
Takes a chance to go back. Oh, okay, that one's a miss. Robs keeps the push going downstairs. The threat alive of lower. But that's not Vitality's final destination. But right now, a Nuke win feels like destiny.
Thing is, man, you're down numbers, you can't plant at ramp. It's such a key spot to take, but they've got to make the next move count. Nobody's moving here from FaZe. Everybody's still upstairs. They can walk in, put this bomb down. They won low numbers post plants before. In op on Rops makes this a whole lot more interesting. Oh, they're so scared to do this. They're so sure somebody has moved downstairs, but really the retake's just coming in slowly. FaZe are actually kind of playing with the clock right here, but they're getting in really good spots. It must be Rops, right? He has to get the easiest, quickest first kill and slow this down. Oh.
That would have been it. Oh, at least he takes Frozen out in the backdrop. Mezzy is a rock. Versus 3. Kerrigan stomping over. Oh, meant to be the sitting duck. Announces himself and cleans up Jacob. Pops open the window just to give Twist that threat of him flying outwards. And Twist, of all the players on the retake, he was the one that didn't have a kit. He's got to come and push to get that. It sits at the bottom of the staircase.
He's done it.
And so this is over. Mezzy walks into the corner and will give Vitality more time to work.
He actually did it. Rob's got the kill, not the one that we were thinking. The second shot comes in. He makes that op work, and Mezzy hits the 1-on-3. Man, 2 low numbers rounds here, that Vitality win to get themselves into it. It's good to see, though.
You know, when Vitality feel like they are in the dark, it is Mezzy who drags them out of those pits.
You see it all the time.
He'll do it mechanically with his play. He'll do it emotionally with his speeches.
There's something there that they're looking for, a vulnerability, right? And FaZe, their rotation last time when it was Jacob sitting in secret and they didn't come into the upper retake, that was a point of pain. Now on lower, we flagged it. This is looking like they're playing with the clock. They're taking a bit too much time. It comes down to the time. They could see that, I think, before they got started. They could have rotated down early. They had the extra players to play with, but they didn't decide to. And you can see as these trades are going down, so is the clock. Mezzy doesn't even need to get his third kill.
Still, how scary is that? You win the round and you come into this one with a Mac 10 Tech 9.
True, very expensive.
Gonna try to play it fast then. Try to make up for it. Brokey, it's not a shotgun. Twist bested with just his one.
Rops.
He's gonna be the one that cracks that bomb site open. They try to double back and they meet Kerrigan.
No way! The fin is swimming. There's a shark in the water. And it's not who you'd expect.
6 map points secured off an electrically paced flank. Rops wants to be the savior, but he meets his maker. Fast back to the next one. Vitality still strapped for cash, even less than they had in the 1 round prior.
They allowed you out the front door. You should have accepted the gift.
They overthink it. And the mastermind himself keeps it simple. Gun them down.
Chance in the building for FaZe Clan. The home team in any country, apparently.
Apex has worked his way downstairs already. Still, majority remain inside of the lobby. FaZe, all the grenades in the world, just keep trickling them down in front of him. Right now, it'd be a real shame if Vitality wind up getting too stringy.
Oh, what?
That was Rops' chance.
Oh, he's got plot armor right now.
From finding those 2 kills in the round prior to now being the first victim, here comes that Apex push. It's caught by Jacob. A-Site standing strong. That one threat of a flashbang over main, it didn't get enough of an effect on Kerrigan to Rops so that he could truly capitalize. He had a chance at the headshot, he missed it. And if you give Kerrigan's moments a chance, he will clutch them. Cuts down Flamesy, all on Mezzy. Not this time. FaZe Clan strike first in this Grand Finals best of 5.
Statistically speaking, out of the 6 maps he's played for FaZe Clan so far, the one where he performs the best. And we remember the game in Stage 2, I believe, against Aurora, where he for the first time stepped in and he was a decisive factor on the T side, showing some of that crisp aim, showing that he's very good in these chaotic situations when they're running over catwalk, when they're executing it towards a bomb site. We also know that he's been struggling a little bit on Nuke, and he was playing well this time around. So for Jacob, this is a great moment to step up on a map he's comfortable on, and on a map where he's having his old roles before he even joined FaZe.
A chance for Vitality to square back up to FaZe. Their choice of Dust2 awaits.
Doesn't just await, Freyo. We are truly underway. Already Brokey up that catwalk. Already positions taken towards long. Already FaZe Clan with a map win.
Oh, and Jacob.
With CS. That was the goal to set up there.
Already with a kill inside of the pit. Nate gonna find him. Tracks him down out of the corner.
They killed him before he got 2 pistol kills. That's already a win here for Vitality.
His pistol round stats are through the roof right now.
Second best at the Major. We all know who'd be number 1.
And on top of that, we talk about just his impact on Dust2. The desk aptly put it. Kind of a piece that FaZe Clan can lean on. Devilwalk called this map the win condition for FaZe.
Because of FaZe, before they played, if Vitality did not play FaZe, they'd have the best pistols.
Ooh,
and
hold on, still pressure. Frozen finding rocks, bottom middle. Said they wanted to keep FaZe Clan on their toes. Vitality trying to get up through the catwalk. 3 players versus the 4 of FaZe, but they'll find Kerrigan's head on that ramp. Brokey, he's able to catch one with the headshot to Apex.
They get rid of him.
They keep trading that one back and forth, so they'll find a bit of sanctuary for the plant. Twists with the Berettas, catches them off guard. Can't get the frag fast, but Flamesy within that pocket of timing is able to catch Frozen, and then with 3 kills to his name,
Clean.
take his forward. Sorry, who's best in pistols?
All right, Flamesy shows up huge. Flamesy, not that reliable inside of playoffs. Looking for some revenge. Bringing the pistol stats back into the favor of Vitality is a huge first step because, again, if you eliminate FaZe, if you remove them from the stats, Vitality the best pistol team at the Major. Because of FaZe, FaZe are the best pistol team at the Major. They beat them twice on Mirage, or twice on Nuke. The last time they played, they took the 2 pistols again. That has been an overwhelming reason for their success. So this clutch is massive for Flamesy.
You know, we started Nuke with a clutch for twists. Look how that map went. Flamesy trying to kick it off on the right foot.
I mean, this is Vitality. They're unbelievable on this map. They just, all their wins are single-digit losses for their opponents. As Maui brought up, it's Zaiwu who he has unbelievable stats. They use him so well as a star player.
Sure.
He's able to do everything. He's supported every time he goes to different positions, and Dust2 is all about mobility.
Oh, mobile through the tunnels. They'll find Rops holding the flank. Completely vacant B site. Zaiwu taking his time here. Not even planting that bomb, making sure nobody dies. I think that's key. Oof. Dunk a nade on him. Brokey with the one off the USP, but so be it. This is FaZe converting, and this is FaZe starting a map that, again, you know, they should have all the confidence in the world. There's just a question as to whether the result back on Nuke has put a dent in their overall confidence. Not the map-specific confidence, but just the one that they need tonight.
I mean, when most things happen in life, you can always tell yourself, we try again tomorrow. That's just not the case now. You know, there's no group stage second chance. There's no, this is a seeding match. This is the last. You have to play well now, today.
This is, the one and only best of 5 Budapest Grand Finals.
That's right, the first ever. World's first.
Couldn't think of better teams to duke it out.
Well handled by Jacob, man. His own molly as well.
Mezzy. Dirty. Late on the recovery there, catching Jacob.
But they're always stealing bases.
Always making moves. To the top of middle, to a vault, and to tunnels. Same story. Frozen, though, catching him off with the fact that 2 players pushed into this, keeps man advantage honest, right? 1 player the edge. And with the way he just ran back, there's a world where Flamesy thinks that he has already departed, but the reality is, right now, Frozen keeps a good timing on this flank.
He's got his guard down.
Vitality still don't know about it. Frozen's gonna work the body here, take his sweet time. And if he thinks they're gonna come back up catwalk, he may never find anything. Flamesy just passed those barrels.
This is strange. I mean, with how quickly Frozen moved, he knows that he's clear to go up cat. He knows that this is actually going to be a long play right now.
You don't actually catch a kill in this 2 versus 3, but you do give yourself all the confidence you need to lock in on that cross.
He allows Brokey to stay facing forward and go wide.
Smoke's making it a bit more awkward. But still, ZywOo just shoots through it?
Whoa, yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. You might have been able to see him perched up on the ledge.
A little too scoped in towards the exit. Now Frozen gonna try his hand at it. Looking to dodge flashes. Down to only a couple of shots. Frozen back into the cover, and unfortunately with 6 points of health, that flank never comes to fruition except the bomb got dropped.
Wait, it's really awkward,
That bomb got dropped, and now Flamesy picks it back up. Frozen may go back at this. Almost catching Flamesy on the chance to plant.
We've seen Frozen win some impossible rounds as recently as yesterday, but yeah, there's got to be no way this happens.
Ooh, man, talk about keeping Vitality on their toes, though.
Big save from ZywOo, though. 2 kills for him. He just wasn't that good on Nuke. We didn't spectate him at the most unflattering moments, but he missed a lot of op shots back on Nuke. By the way, Kerrigan, his best map versus a top 5 team since they eliminated Spirit from Copenhagen last year. Back on Nuke.
Just went down.
Nearly 180 AR on Vitality somehow.
Sorry, we're talking about the same Kerrigan that came into this major with his career low season, right?
You can't spell Kerrigan without Kerry.
Terrorists win.
This guy is sick of losing in major grand finals. And so he will keep that moving forward in mind.
But this is all going to be, it's going to be ZywOo watch the entire map. Can they counter him? One thing I'm wondering, and we'll see more about this in the second half, is all of the targeted utility they had to counter Rops in his favorite spots, whether he was on the ramp or falling back, sort of showed you how deep the prep goes from FaZe. You know, people like to joke and say, well, they just do whatever they want, right? But they clearly did show the game plan, and we saw Xtaz say, well, no, there was a game plan for us too. We just didn't execute it well. FaZe did both last time. I'm expecting that to definitely be different now.
Certainly a kind of vibe that FaZe Clan can throw a spanner in the works with, but it's not immediately as aggressive as some of their previous openings. They've already had this affinity for the tunnels push. I think that's going to keep Vitality on their toes. And just keeping Vitality there on guard for the start of this half, it's an important step for FaZe to make early. Missed shot. But Kerrigan should be feeling it. You brought up his stats for map 1. Can he tap back into it as this best of 5 goes on? Right now it's the climb up towards the catwalk for Vitality. Just gonna leave Mezzy to make sure nobody gets frisky over towards long. And Utility's got Kerrigan full white. Can't see a damn thing, but still tries to take that step into Flamesy.
Yeah, he's in form so he doesn't move. He's in a spot right now where he just believes in every play. We've seen how many times Frozen has tried to push, and this is back on Nuke too, taking over ramp space, right? Like, FaZe are not playing afraid at all. And it's also true that Vitality are taking aggro, then drawing back and like not leaving anybody there.
Those empty gaps, will they end up costing them? Not right now. Flamesy jumps around the corner, loves the flying MAC-10. Oh, there it is! Desert Eagle out from CT spawn. Off coverage from ZywOo.
Wait, the time.
Get the kill back. Bomb's got to cross over just with enough. ZywOo into the plant. He could only afford that one shot through that door. Just pressure alone here for FaZe.
Oh, if they're going to make this a tunnels play, it's just got to be extremely haste.
Man, that damn near forced an error out of Vitality. Just goes to show that they are on the brink. But ZywOo, freed up from the responsibility of the bomb, makes contact with that Jacob M4, and now it's been cut down. Tunnel side control. Back to the doorway, shots go ZywOo. Rob's gonna give him assistance, and so things stabilize. Very dangerous situation there for Vitality to handle, all made possible by FaZe and the franticness out middle.
Yeah, and also things like Kerrigan eating 2 flashes while standing up on the cat ledge, watching, not seeing anything actually come of it, and then peeking again, catches them falling back, and Vitality not willing to respect that and try to push back and threaten cat again. Instead, FaZe are staying fluid no matter what. They're not scared of a little presence being shown here from Vitality, and that's just giving them options, just giving them a chance to get this 3v1 inside a middle, and then another player pushing out. But ZywOo saves it.
Brokey awaits them with this heavy lean out of FaZe Clan. They've waited for these guns.
You can see the lean. Last round for Vitality, you know, there wasn't actually that much pressure when they got that bomb down very late. When they eventually split B, they lost 2 players, but the clock was already low at that point.
Scared to see ZywOo almost be a part of that problem, right? Stopping for the one shot he could afford.
This has got to be a good hit. I mean, this smoke comes down and responds. Actually, 2.
Flamesy's ahead of it. That's pressure on Frozen. He's fine with it.
Wait, he's solo. He has to get these kills.
Plays outside of the doorway. Needed Apex to not catch his support piece, or maybe not. Frozen's got it on his own.
Oh.
A little more damage done there versus Rops will now sit on 30. 3 players for the retake here, FaZe.
This was actually not supposed to be a viable round here for the CT side, leaving Frozen alone, and now they're going for it.
Oh, just tries to dive through that smoke. That's the kit down. Somebody's gonna need to scoop that up between Brokey and Jacob if they think there's legs still for this retake. ZywOo, Hail Mary off shot, point blank. He'll find Jacob in the end. And so with it, Brokey sent off to the save. Vitality will slice their way to the B-bomb site yet again.
I mean, what we saw there was just great work out of Frozen, because there should have been no way for him to stop, especially with Twist dying with nothing right there. Tried to come in and help, but if Twist really thought that this was going to be a B play, he would have been on the other side of mid already. He would have been in the site somewhere with Frozen. They would have had a better way to stop that. But Frozen, I mean, he does amazing work to get 2 kills and give him a chance for the retake. Now, the way that this works in Vitality's favor is they actually try the retake and lose 2 more guys. This could have been 2 saves and a better economy situation here for FaZe Clan. So retake's not panning out. We've got Vitality punishing now. They got the 5 rounds in a row. And Dust 2 here is looking like all the Dust 2s we've seen from them in their past games. Complete dominance most of the time. I won't say this looks like the Nuke start, where, you know, FaZe looked so good, Vitality looked so bad at the beginning of Nuke. Doesn't feel like FaZe looks so bad right now, so there is that. But for Vitality, they're walking through this half now.
Keep grinding those rounds, says Flamesy. And it has felt like a bit of a grind to get up into these splits. You know, Frozen gave you a moment to believe with damage onto Rops as well. But too much of an ask. Scary to see Frozen almost caught solo inside of that B-bomb site. We'll see what kind of evolutions come out of FaZe Clan off of the Neo pause.
Oh, what a tactic!
Damn. You know, Maui Snake had high praise for ZywOo and his ability to get impact through those doors. Well,
it's a sequence from Brokey.
Steps forward into the second shot into lower tunnels and a fast-moving FaZe Clan, not only through the Ops presence in middle, but then the lesser weapons taking over that empty space. It is Frozen on the hunt again. Same victim, potentially.
How's this push always working out so well?
Goes for the shots.
Oh.
Not ideal.
Nice turn out of Flamesy.
Remember, there's an AK down there on the ground already, so...
This bomb, where's it gonna go? It's watching this flank. Eventually wants to come back up cap, but now because there could be another lower push, Mezzy has to come back and watch this. This is gonna eat away time. And while Twist doesn't hang out there, he starts to move. They're still thinking about him, and they have to go back and make sure.
What's wild is Twist never got either of those guns. There was an AK at his feet in lower tunnel. Still sits on the Desert Eagle.
Let's see if the zero greed will pay off. Yeah.
Brokey kicks this round off with 2 beautiful kills, but Kerrigan gets aggressive out long. He's starting to scramble all this. Apex has the weapon advantage. Gets the jump on Kerrigan, kills him. Tunnel's control looks good for Vitality. Twists, preoccupied with mid. Doesn't realize that bomb site's being taken over for free.
Yeah, this is the crazy move to make from Vitality, but this is some really good mid-rounding. I mean, they did find a scarier open site. They get B. Walking right by that AK, just doesn't want to make any noise right now. Bad track record in the retakes. They also struggle in the retakes back on Nuke. Round that Vitality won.
Fresh smoke on the door. Certainly not a good invitation for Jacob to try to get through that window.
If Brokey had hit that shot on Apex, it's actually kind of a done situation. But
if only.
Yeah, two frags for Brokey, a great tactic, but they're squeezing water from stone. This is that boost, the totem pole they assembled faster than IKEA furniture inside of mid to get the off down. That's where it got real scary.
And still to rack up a price tag, something. keeping the squeeze on the bomb site, trying to chase down Jacob with the Desert Eagle. Apex wants blood. And Vitality sit comfortably on a 6-0 lead. Their first map pick going swimmingly.
So it's no saves for Vitality. 2 for FaZe, but they were looking for the round. There's been too many close rounds. I don't think they're performing an upset here on Dust 2 without actually converting.
It's an opening gambit you can be proud of, putting Brokey up versus Zywoo and walking away with the 5v4.
Yeah,
but
I mean, you don't get points for showing the math right now.
FaZe Clan still seek a round win. And a change up for Vitality. A lot of pressure here for Kerrigan. Smoke in front of him. That's going to be his exit route. And a flashbang to try to slow it down. They'll put Mezzi to the tip of the spear here. Kerrigan still flirting with Long. Dangerous game to play.
They are
with
walking
so
it,
many
actually.
players right behind it. Utility over. He eats the flashbang. Good pop here from Mezzi.
Oh, come on.
Him and Flamesy. A kill apiece. Brokey with that critical miss shot on Apex last round. Let him get away. This time he will strike down Flamesy. Nowhere to run.
Solid through the
Nowhere
box.
to hide. Right now, FaZe feeling like a shell of themselves from Nuke. 7-0. This T-side knows no bounds.
You can see all the opportunities, but just when they're about to get in danger, Daya saves. It's been Zywoo normally here. It's Flamesy and Mezzi to make sure to get the entries. Kerrigan is just right there at the doorway, about to swing out. But just as he's doing that, they start throwing utility that makes it feel like they're still far back on Long. And that's just really well crafted out of Vitality. You might look at that and go, well, why did he just go get those kills? Well, it goes a little deeper than that. I think we're gonna get a different interview from Xtaz in between maps after this. 7-zip. And as much as there are situations where it's like, whoa, how do you get that kill? That's what I want to see from Vitality. That's how they turn this ship around.
That's how they remind FaZe who's boss. Double nades into the tunnels. Frozen and Twist sitting on this angle. Either could get picked by Zywoo, but neither. Instead, they combined forces for the triple.
They didn't even talk about what the setup was. Apex runs headfirst into that.
And Brokey slams the door shut on Rops.
And
FaZe Clan 8 rounds into this CT side will find their first.
And make
you
no,
think.
make no mistake, there can be a turning point. 5 dead to the bomb, a lot of close rounds. Vitality aren't going to have the most money ever. To be honest, Mezzi's only going for this because it's impossible to save this early, but how much can he get?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Brokey there for his second.
Oh. You know, if you're going to find any leverage in a position like this, it's going to be with a round like that. The high-low setup is perfect. Zywoo got off to the left side so quickly. We don't get to see it, but I think, you know, he feels he has the drop on them. He just kind of needs to take out one, then his teammates can trade. But it's just perfect chemistry from the two Musketeers. We all knew Brazil was going to get into this grand finals one way or another.
Same setup, huh? That confident they'll make the same mistakes?
If it ain't broke.
He'll sit on catwalk holding instead. Total forfeiture of Long. Smoke at a minute 10, slows things down. Vitality met by nade presence. We've seen a couple times FaZe willing to go for that cat risk, throwing Kerrigan there with the D, having Brokey start this round with the scope up towards lower tunnels. But Vitality play around with the timing in this one.
Again, I like how they're responding to every bit of map control. Like Vitality are hoping. They throw this lurk smoke out of B. They're hoping it means something. It doesn't. Instant smoke back. Again, it's another moment where mid-B is actually maybe the thing that'll work.
Pop off the flash. Oh, gets one. Second layer in Jacob as the player tucks down into the Xbox.
30 seconds. These kills are all worth
Again,
a little bit more.
Just trying to squeeze time, right? We've already seen Vitality play damn near to the last second on that clock.
Mezzi's still going out long.
Yes,
Are they really
sir.
going to mid-B? No, they got to be going up cat.
The draw back and twists sees that as a chance to strike Rob's
CT's got to run back now.
Yeah, they're scrambled. FaZe Clan started to try to dogpile out middle. Instead, open avenue off of the cat play.
They're worried about long. This is key.
10 seconds. ZywOo crossing over. Has got to get that hands busy on the plant, but they left the nades. Oh, the second one comes up short. The threat from Catwalk, steal reel. But the bomb plant's down, which means ZywOo's off is up. And as he sees that second player dive back to the cover, Mezzi confirms Brokey into the 1v1. Jacob for the clutch for FaZe Clan's second. Flames atop the bomb, and it's Jacob atop the boxes, cut down by Mezzi. Yet another certified Merry Man clutch.
Merry Christmas. Mezzi again.
But fight in these rounds. FaZe Clan in these rounds.
Yeah, lots of great attempts. The staging was perfect, and they even kept the idea there could be a long player there in the back of their minds. Initially, they wanted to run back up CT and get around to the ramp and stop the cat play. And then they saw when Vitality faked a mid-B, the entire time they were going to split. That was a really good understanding of what was going on that map and not getting flustered. So it's both impressive that FaZe are making it close, but also impressive that Vitality are just never letting FaZe build momentum. And the second nade that doesn't land on ZywOo, that could have been the difference.
You play it down to the clock like that? I mean, FaZe Clan had the solution, but just slightly off the mark. And so that one round is all it is. One round on this CT side. Vitality tapping back into the domination of Dust 2 that we have all come to know and love. Guns for FaZe again. 4 rounds, best case.
Yeah, with that round, it was no economy for Vitality and actual potential for a 7-5 half. But Vitality are really showing their fangs now.
Timing just missed for the Battle of the Oppers. Flamesy chucked into the pack, ahead of the fire. Oh, catches them! Tries to commit to that spray. Back in with the second burst. Jacob dropped to 40. Flamesy gets away. Brokey wants to go over towards long. He hears that rumbling of the exit. Player's already close and on the angle too.
So good, so fast.
It's the one in the backdrop that gets the kill. And now Jacob's gonna get pressured from both sides. Another frantic scramble out of FaZe Clan. Towards the catwalk, fight he'll go. Pop by Flamesy, a Galil to make the difference. And Rox to give that cover, just stomps on FaZe yet again. Sure, Frozen, take 2 for the road. But this is 9 rounds Vitality queued up with the bomb plants.
Yeah, as long as it's not a road to the clutch. He's still walking forward.
Are we at that point in the half where FaZe just take the gloves off and try their damnedest? Oh,
No,
okay.
it won't even happen. ZywOo will keep an eye on that as he has been, an owl in the server. Perfect play from him, round after round. And you got to give Flamesy so much credit. He gets in front of that molly, he sprays, and it looks frantic. He's pushing them back because there's this setup smoke on the corner. He cannot go backwards. He has 3 HP after this. And he does a good job getting the kill, getting some damage in, and winning cat.
Got that. Damage on ZywOo.
Somehow.
That was Brokey. Scout shot through it. Flamesy, he's going to be the first victim of this one.
Again, wasn't done peeking yet.
It wasn't Frozen who was allowed to go for it in the last round, covered by ZywOo, but out of the gate, FaZe comes swinging. You better expect it. When 3 rounds is best case. 5-7 towards long on the edge of the smoke twist. It's not him, but rather Brokey again.
So much nade damage.
It's through the distractions that Brokey continues to thrive. 3 kills into this, only ZywOo left over. And so FaZe Clan gonna chase him down.
Okay.
You can run, but you can't hide. FaZe will take a second.
And they keep it up.
But what's there really to get excited about at a 9-2 deficit?
You know, not all 9-2s are made equal. I mean, it might be impossible to say that, you know, Vitality, they stomp everyone on Dust 2. This is just another game like that. You know, why would it be any different? If you do contextualize a lot of these rounds, obviously, FaZe have been competitive. but the important rounds, the day saved in low numbers, the getting the bomb down over and over again in V, that's happened in Vitality's favor.
Well,
We'll call it basically over, barring some bullshit.
2 pistols for Vitality. This is the best case FaZe have been able to force. The tone has changed here in the MVM Dome. Vitality getting a 7-round lead already. Back into the boost though. A little awkward, so Brokey will take damage. Vitality ready for that one. Feels like there's been these sorts of opening moves often enough that Vitality keep their finger on the pulse. Always ready for FaZe to take that swing. Brokey's repositioned towards middle. As majority for Vitality still sit inside of the tunnels, Brokey hears this movement and finds the wall bang to FaZe. So one of the pistols now wounded. Even better of a case for FaZe to maybe, just maybe, take this third. Twist opts to play close on that smoke.
And he's blocking, dodging.
A lot of players coming on him. Frozen. Yo! From over top of the shoulder, gets the coverage. Bomb drop, Twist, back turned. And he's gonna just inch his way out, turns it back, and gets the instant dink. That wall bang early will be where FaZe falls. And so it is a third one for FaZe. But only 3 in the face of a hard-swinging Vitality. This half reminds us why the French are this year's #1. The counter-strike in here still feels alive because FaZe Clan have been taking chunks out of that Vitality pistol record. A chance to turn around the atmosphere, a chance to turn around this map, all on this next round. Because when you let FaZe Clan get the last 2 rounds of a half, that's when you give FaZe Clan belief.
Not gonna lie, they celebrated it as if they had a decent half somehow. FaZe got them that first pistol. It's real nice to see that out of FaZe. His form has been in question. That pistol meant the world. Now they're gonna try to make it too.
Stacked in front of this though, Vitality, plenty of bodies already on this A site. It's the right position to call out FaZe's hit. ZywOo, instant execution. A second, a third. ZywOo steps up to the challenge, and FaZe Clan fumble in front of him. Goes deeper onto Frozen.
He's not done.
Oh, ZywOo.
If you see ZywOo in an alleyway, turn around.
It's as clinical as it needs to be. It's the perfect way to try to shut down Dust 2 and remind FaZe who's boss.
Barely any ammo even used in that 4K. Clean and easy.
Now the pressure really on. Will FaZe Clan try to break through this wall of a Vitality defense? This wall of positive Dust 2 results. Nobody gets it close. And FaZe Clan just getting added to the stack so far. Smoke down in front of Rops. Pistols to come his way. Ooh, that's not as much damage as he would have wanted.
That's a lot of ammo used.
Is FaZe gonna save him? Still worried about middle.
They got a tag on him.
Rops is sitting still inside of the smoke, comes back around with Berettas. How does he survive that?
Okay.
FaZe Clan lost in the face of Rops, who still manages after all of that to get 2 kills.
Only Rops could use his whole mag and still stay alive in that situation. Rotation's perfect in for Vitality. 11th round, quick and clean.
That's no bomb plant, that's no frag. That's no reason to believe in FaZe's ability to bring back Dust 2 now.
We saw Frozen and Twist show some really great chemistry over in the B side. Now it's Rops and Mezzi, who, to be fair, I mean, we might not see many rounds where they even have to try. This one's close to a wrap already. And what we're going to get off of this, folks, if it goes 1-1, it's guaranteed 4 maps.
Jacob tiptoeing, careful with the knife out, careful. Apex isn't too far off. Just spotted a lot of bodies. He's gonna try to chuck that frag up. It's good damage. Not to mention just an easy kill to Jacob. So Vitality just trying to finish off the little bit of meat left on the bones here for FaZe Clan's Dust 2. Mezzi takes it back towards middle. 3 players out through the doorway. Mezzi's just been a brick wall again. Cuts Kerrigan and Frozen down to size again. FaZe Clan will feel minuscule.
It's decisive, it's confident, and it has the X factor that was missing from map 1. Again, Xtaz talked about that they had a game plan. They had one, it was solid, and we've seen Vitality. They're able to change up a lot, and you know, they used the 4-1 to get over top of Spirit, but they had a really spread out default back on Nuke to try to fight versus FaZe. They have levels, they have depth, but now they have the execution.
Just when you think you have something to work with, a frag grenade in your face. Jacob and Kerrigan have come spiraling back down to reality. Twist as well. Just unable to get the game going here on the second map of this best of 5. And a blowout like this is fine because we have a best of 5.
Yes.
One final attempt perhaps for FaZe to try to put that split on to get the better of Robs at least once. As he sits inside of the bomb site, Mezzi to set it up.
Man, Kerrigan's gone bomb right here.
Just looking to hold back on mid, crossed with Apex, smokes boiling down to it. Mezzi able to recover. Apex even kills Jacob, despite not seeing anything. Smoke was in front of him, flash finds his eyes. 5v3 here for Vitality.
Good luck getting that back.
FaZe Clan stepped into the server tonight with dreams on the line, and they actualized them on Nuke. That was always going to be a great chance for them to find the right foot first. But starting to now slip backwards off of this damning of a scoreline. You were never in Dust 2. And so twists towards the catwalk versus the MP9 bested. Everything feeling like it's going against you, but Frozen will still try to hang on for hope. Still out towards middle, that bomb sits. And still at the top remain Vitality. The perfect way to rebound in the face of FaZe Clan's Nuke win. 4 maps guaranteed.
Headphones come off. We've got a better break now. Vitality are back and ready to play this final.
Dust 2, just a vibe check real quick. Budapest, you still with us? The beauty of the best of 5 is that with both teams having a map in their back pocket, they've started off with something they can tap into for confidence. But Inferno is where one of these teams will take that step to be one map away from victory. And we've seen great things from both these squads when it comes to Inferno, so buckle up.
We got an answer from Vitality. We got a story brewing. So much about the trajectory of this series comes down to this map.
Yeah, let's have no regrets. Remember where we are. We got to the fucking final. Let's fucking win this now.
That's right, coming from Neo, this is FaZe Clan.
Oh, we just get to play the team in the world, guys.
Yeah, that's right. We just got to play the best team in the world. Adversity is a privilege, says Frozen.
Rops inside of that B-bomb site. Beretta's to the wall. Apex drops his smoke at a minute 20.
Sometimes the smoke is an invitation.
They'll tiptoe their way closer. And there's nobody coming to save Vitality. It needs to be Rops, and it needs to be Apex. And that flash finds its mark. Dual Beretta's only the one.
And there's that invite.
And the captain gets burned off his angle, so now giving himself over as we get this deep cross from FaZe Clan. Bomb down, and a retake demanded of Vitality out of the gate with no kits.
Pistols made the difference on Nuke. They made it on Dust 2 as well. Inferno, here's where we could split the difference.
They put Zywoo to the front of this. 2 players on the coffin, shut him down. Jacob's got it, point blank, ready for the next one. Mezzi, though, has the rebuttal. Collects the second onto Brokey, a chance to blindside Orange. Now, he's gonna need the clutch. And Frozen and Twists will combine to deny it. FaZe Clan tapping back into that pistoling ability.
I thought we were watching that from the winner's POV. Mezzi was just getting rolling, but it's that Frozen Twist combo that has more to show us. We saw some really great rounds. In a few moments, they actually looked good on Dust 2. It was the B-site chemistry from these two that was very surprising. And with the form that we saw from Frozen yesterday and the overall form from Twist at this major, I think they might have something special.
Vitality opt to force.
I'll have to double check this, but I don't think FaZe have even dropped a conversion when they have won the pistols. That's the other crazy part about their stat.
Oh, you go digging, because we know it can happen on Inferno in the blink of an eye, right?
Yes.
Close corners, little cubbies. So many places for the rats to hide.
%84% on the round 2 conversion. Vitality want to stand up to that. Saw some great 5-7 work from them on Nuke.
Unbelievable 5-7 play.
Back-to-back 5-7 2Ks.
Twist to take a bit of a look at brackets, working with Jacob.
And sometimes that smoke is not enough.
Well, luckily he's got a third one.
He's got a third one.
Just
Get
keeps
out of
on
here.
popping them.
He's trying to warn him. Get out of here.
And this goes down to 40 seconds.
I like the setup for Vitality. The longer this goes, the more powerful it gets, especially on Arch, if they're going to walk into this. High probability the CTs get that first kill. Let's see if Twist can stop him.
MP9 and a 5-7, good for one.
Ooh, dink back, but he can walk
It's
away.
a real warning, and if you get flushed up the short side, there's more players where those first 2 came from. Frozen gets Mezzi, but now it's going to be this pinch within the bomb site. Rob's waiting for a chance to strike one down. We go 20 on the clock. Rob's feeling flustered, has Apex to cover him off on the other side. They can't progress past the car. Robs has got another, but Brokey will break through. And we go 1v2, Flamesy at bat.
Oh, they were skating back and forth to make sure that they came at that carefully, baited out the crossfire, got the kills. Now Flamesy, the man who was on chain smoking duty over at B, has to clutch.
FaZe take refuge in the back of that bomb site. Flamesy trying to figure this out. Worried about alternative corners, but it's not the case. And so, do they both hide from him? He goes to the top, and as he sees them, Brokey strikes him down.
Good
FaZe
fight.
convert in the face of a 4-man A-stack.
And they don't care how they convert, how close it was, they do it. It's a great round, an attempt from Vitality. The Arch setup, again, that late into a round is so powerful. And I think it's that first 5-7 shot as well that's just terrifying to see in the kill feed. But Brokey puts in work here. Another late round moment from him, Frozen as well. It's funny because before the major started, FaZe's stats on every map were not even anything to think about, but they haven't lost a series at the major, so they built up a map pool as the major has rolled on.
What do you think of this threat? Mag 7 flashed in the corner. Oh! chance at it, but two can play that game. Oh, okay, that gets weird for a moment.
All right.
But at least Frozen's still there to kill Flamesy. If the nade team kill comes through and there's not an additional kill, then we're getting real weird. Zywo's Desert Eagle clipped by Brokey over top of the smoke, so FaZe will continue to keep the pressure on Banana here, and soon they'll find it's free for the taking.
I know you're thinking what I'm thinking. We love seeing the Mag 7, but you just don't see it work that well that often. Extra C's, where's he at?
Somewhere over in that Vitality contingent, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Cheering from the sidelines.
He's the French connection.
Vitality will get over. Man, FaZe just kind of tiptoeing their way, huh? Just in case, which means just maybe another frag for the road, or just maybe a critical error here for FaZe. They'll smoke off Mezzy. They don't like the threat of that 5-7.
Yeah, you know about Mezzy in these
He'll
moments.
climb over coffins. Oh, as they're going up, Mezzy ends up getting a second. He's kept up his end of the bargain. He's put Rops into a position, where he could have caught it off. But again, coverage is good here for FaZe Clan, and they love when the threat's nearby.
He doesn't even. He almost liked that. One more teammate died there just to make it exciting. He just wants to feel something, Kerrigan. Stick around, they might announce it after the major.
A couple moments to keep FaZe on their toes. A couple moments for Vitality to remain tapped into the success of Dust 2, but now we have it guns in hand for this year's #1. Smoke onto the Flames. Again, it's pressure into Banana. And again, it's going to be the Vitality push through to try to stop this. Not wanting it to go for free. They exchange frags off of the kill from Apex's nade.
It's kind of unreal. Press like that, that Twist even gets that kill by a frame before he dies.
On top of that, though, because he dies to the nade, it's Frozen who was boosting him that takes the brunt of the damage as well. Down to 20. Missed chance for Zywo to have struck a man advantage for Vitality.
And it was Kerrigan on the keyboard. Perfect strafe.
And FaZe are happy to keep this pressure up. Zywo was going to clip him through that smoke. But what goes around comes around. And Robs from inside a pit. He's lost that bomb site. Jacob doesn't capitalize on the kill. Frozen's bomb still yet to get in sight. As Robs remains adamant.
Damn, Robs. Where'd you find that? He rerouted the grenade to the site after not knowing someone had slipped through the smoke on default. Cleaned that up by himself. It's the most powerful spot on the CT, on a site for any CT to play in, but it has to be the right player there. Oh, that was just nasty the way he actually refocused all his attention so well. I mean, who better to do it than Robs?
Barely has any health to go into that last duel with, still wins it. And so FaZe Clan's early success to be cut short. Pistols in hand, Galil for Brokey, and again Vitality, pressure on Banana, but this time they've got the edge economically, keeping the pressure on with nades, forcing Brokey to just take refuge in this corner. Nothing will be free tonight, FaZe. Cash utility offered over from Spawn, but while that nade gets picked up, you know, FaZe are inching closer.
Yeah, they win that last round, but it's a little scary, I think, in a moment like this.
Singular smoke grenade for FaZe Clan. It could be enough to block off Apex's ankle, but he offers one of his own. But like you said, sometimes they just pop. Sometimes they'll go right through these, and as Vitality transition, it's a little bit awkward for Flamesy. He'll recover at least 2 kills, but still they pounce on sight.
Yeah, because they get the other one first. This is actually just a bomb plant. That smoke's fresh. No line of sight here for Zywo.
Brokey's got a smoke of his own, drops it into the back door.
I wonder if HP bars are going to matter right now. Pressure's on Vitality.
Trying to catch one through it, not going to happen. Because Brokey smoked off the doorway, nobody's got a smoke for the CT cross.
Those nades do nothing.
Brokey's Galil pressed in against this.
He got hit with an HE earlier, down to 29.
Kerrigan's AK sits on the coffins right beside him. This is both of the rifles to try to force it back. But Mezzy's got the trade. Kerrigan into the cover. Zywo with the pressure of the pistol kills Jacob in the background. It's all fit now. Turns it, and Mezzy executes with the pistol.
He's got a kit.
Oh, it's going to be a close one already. A clutch queued up, and Vitality take it.
Mezzy again. Cute move there from Kerrigan, jumping into pool, avoiding the first bit of aggro. Incredible that Brokey even got a frag with his low HP going wide with that Galil, but a successful retake in the end. Another expensive round. And the buy's only stronger now for FaZe. They've got to be careful where they block. You know, if they keep blocking at B, it's allowing FaZe to get their full setup in on both sides of that smoke coming through. And if that flash caught Flamesy when he was standing on the fountain, that would have just been no kills, no chance at a retake at all. He was not playing anti, he was not totally ready for a pop to come out like that.
Oh. Wow. Mezzy again, huh? There's been a lot of talk about ZywOo trying to get that back-to-back major MVP accolade, but Mezzy currently highest rated player for Vitality in the Grand Finals and posting an important clutch early to get those back-to-back rounds. The fight is on, 5 rounds into Inferno.
Finally a map where it's close for both sides.
So far, Frozen finds Apex. Knows that nade means Flamesy's locked into this corner. But what are they willing to throw at this to just try to keep Flamesy locked in, or even better, kill him? Oh, down to 10 health, you'll fall back.
Oh, he lives within the flames. 11 HP as he gets away. ZywOo already ready to make a cameo here on B. Overfill this spot. He's hoping that they want to come in quickly before they realize he's here. But now they're in a retake setup as this next smoke comes down. Again, sometimes this means they call it out. I mean, why wouldn't FaZe do the exact same thing? Free round for FaZe. And we can talk about the firepower all we want, but that's brain power. Exact right read on the setup. Them doing their damnedest to scare off Flamesy from the top of Banana, understanding what the next move would be already. Right?
Frozen catching that headshot through the fire. So it sets it all up. Frozen, somebody who joined FaZe Clan so that he could win trophies. I'm sure when he joined, though, started to feel like a bit of a sinking ship.
Yeah, we always try to talk about roster moves sometimes because it's a team, they want to go to a winning lineup. They want to go to a better lineup so they have a better chance of winning. Well, Frozen wanted to go from being the best player on Mouse and, you know, being the best stats performer on every single map to joining a team that he could improve. We do see these two teams always make moves in that direction. Whoever comes in and is new, they don't come in to get carried. Not even Jacob is here to get carried. He's here to be the reason the team gets better. He's the reason their pistol stats have been through the roof. He's helped FaZe get here easily. These two players looking for their first major.
They'll throw ZywOo with the problem. No longer Apex on the other side of the fire. You want it? Come get it.
Oh, come on.
Frag grenade's gonna find Flamesy, though. And there's that shot, right? Good change up from Vitality. Put the star where he needs to be to shine.
Hey, as much damage as they just took, I'd rather be the team with 5 players. Good shot in from ZywOo. That'll help establish control, but I feel like FaZe have just been relentless about getting Car. And right now, Flamesy just does not want to let that happen.
The question will be, did ZywOo stick around? And the answer is no. Over back to the A site as Flamesy locks into this position, but is this a spot you want with half your health? Nate's coming over.
That bait from Apex, he started shooting a little bit early.
Watching. Nobody's watching. He'll pop up and Twist will have to trade through the wall bang.
It's instant. ZywOo's going to try to run over. Smoke comes out fresh.
At least for Twist's sake, doesn't take damage.
They don't care about smokes, though.
Apex is going to try to find one as they emerge, and he will do exactly that, but Jacob's got the quick trade back. And so ZywOo returns to the scene of the crime of which he started. And oh man, banking that smoke wasn't going to get blown open. That would have stopped the bomb plant, but instead we go 3 versus 2 retake here for Vitality.
They were worried about the right threat. This one's coming in from Khan.
Flash doesn't find him. ZywOo almost caught on the switch. Jacob takes that step forward into the headshot rust. Oh, meant to be his next victim. Brokey didn't have health, and so he'll burn in the back of that site, and Vitality's retake cuts the lead down to 1.
Ooh, that must have been some beautiful utility out of Mezzy. Molly landing in just the right position. Maybe he was so low within a tick, ends up dying. Xtaz seems unimpressed. So again, FaZe are going to come forward. They're going to try to take Car no matter what. And I think in Flames' mind, as long as they get one, Apex shot in the back or whatever, as long as he gets one, they stay up one.
Word to kick off the last round, so they'll throw ZywOo right back at this problem.
It's him to get the opening kill in this exact spot.
I was gonna say, be cautious that grenades might not come your way.
Whoa, they're actually calling out 3B. Looks like they're getting really pressed up for the A hit. It's actually the right call. Rotation's gonna be a little slow. The conditioning here to make him over.
Yes, sir.
Hold on B.
Leave it to Kerrigan.
They're running at this full force.
He'll make an adaptation fast, and the execution even faster, already surpassing the arch side. Kerrigan takes damage. Apex from CT spawn is there to kill his counterparts. Oh, twists deep in through the library smoke. The squeeze is on the bomb site. Rops from within it. Catches Frozen's head, and as he watches that smoke, he knows short sight still under question. Twist in the corner of Moto. Bomb drop. Rock
Come on.
hangs on. Jacob emerges, but it's all in vain. It's Rock to shine this time.
Oh, he's spinning in position, knows exactly what to be worried about. Crosshair magnetized to the right part of the smoke as someone sat in Moto and thought, how do I trick him? You can't.
And so even in the face of this fast move, this fresh look, FaZe Clan hit their wall. It is Rops.
Oh, that's just filthy. The play was in front of them. They actually smoked to split up into CT spawn, expected to need to put a little bit more pressure on to take the A site. They didn't realize, actually. There was only two there. It would have been good to just go quickly. FaZe back to the drawing board. They'll have to save.
What started well with those consistent B hits was answered by ZywOo's starting moves. The adaptation that comes out of Kerrigan is just a great example as to why he is considered one of the greats and argued as the greatest.
I mean, a win here would help.
He understands that Counter-Strike comes at you fast, and so you have to move even faster. Vitality bank on that defense in the one round prior. Now, it's a lot of free space given over to FaZe. If Twist had a deagle, I would almost believe.
So playing back.
Jacob will hang on to it instead, and as he tries to take contact, it's that flashbang that gets Rops into the play. ZywOo's got Kerrigan. Block kill here for FaZe, but that should be about it. So even catching one, Vitality knew exactly what was coming their direction, and this is a chance for the CT side to truly grow, because we are now talking about 5 of the last 6 rounds all the way of Vitality.
Now, the perfect player to find for Vitality was Rops. He joined this team. He showed us that, again, he wasn't getting carried on his previous lineups. He was the reason that they were great. One of the only players who's so close to a superstar, but really is a star role player. A star in anchor positions. A guy, it feels like, is gonna have a trophy sliding bar like we've never seen by the end of his career. He comes onto Vitality, who were just looking for that one last right move, and made the huge difference. Set them off on their streak, got them their major, put them in a position to defend that major here in this finals. There is no this Vitality without Rops.
And even within this Inferno right now, starting to climb up that scoreboard at a pace that should scare FaZe. You've got Rops anchoring on one side with 11 kills, and Mezzi already up at 9. ZywOo with critical opening shots as well. FaZe may start to feel like the walls are closing in on them. Dust 2 wasn't even a contest.
That one's too far.
It's gonna chip Twist down to half health. Frozen tries to pounce. Flamesy able to catch one at least, but he goes down with this pressure from FaZe Clan. And they're gonna follow this through. There's a moment here for Apex as he draws ZywOo over to try to help. Apex, yes! Finishes the kill to Twist.
That's a great sprace.
ZywOo's got the line, but he misses his own shot. Brokey just bounces his way into the fountain as Rops quick off of the A site.
He's gonna try to make this a long round.
Somehow, some way, Brokey.
I mean, how are you gonna figure this out?
You never ask questions when it comes to Brokey. You just watch and learn. This is a guy who shapes chaos into comfort, but instead he gets popped by MVM in an instant. And so Vitality's 6th round comes with them just throwing their bodies at that banana problem yet again.
Apex saves the day. 2K spray, solid from his position. FaZe want one thing right now. They want one thing. They want one gap at the top of car, and they're going to go find it. They're coming through every smoke now. It's not even just the smoke at the top of the site, but the one that's on the half wall. They're ready to go through. Can't say their efforts don't make sense. What I want to know if this half keeps playing out this way, if that game plan is a little too simple. It's 6-4 now. It's a half by now for FaZe. But it's about to get real ugly if they don't get any more rounds. Six of the last 7 here for Vitality. CT side has started rolling. Playing with fire, and ZywOo is down, actually.
He's got no reason to fear you with this deagle.
That is the ultimate reaction time test. I don't even think he'd have a chance.
Why not? Just head towards banana again, huh?
No bottom B control. They're kind of fighting them in limbo here.
This was Vitality a bit light out of the gate this time, when it comes to B at least.
You know, it's a dangerous game to fight for banana control, but it's one that must be played.
Because if not, this happens.
Though, again, the amount that they block this, I just feel like there's chances. There's opportunities for FaZe. Especially when it's a half by.
Ooh, but another smoke meets them. Are you brave enough to try to burst through?
But like, you see it's a perimeter defense right now for Vitality on the A side. They don't have info on bracket. They don't know if anyone's pushed halls.
No, they've let FaZe get this close. Flash finds its mark. Apex nade out. Oh, Tech9 jumps!
Oh, he got it off the corner of his
He's gonna have to go massive. And he will line up them on the front of the site, but they still swarm. So many players move by. Kerrigan's hands onto the M4. You let them get this close.
What?
And is it only to tear their hearts from their chests?
Will it be MVM again?
FaZe fight valiantly on the hopes of a 5th round. Cut down to size, it is Tech9's in hand, and ZywOo on the retake lines them up and stuffs them in their coffins.
Handled by himself. MVM with the bullet through the smoke. MVM on these retakes.
Let that be a reminder to Vitality that if you let FaZe get close.
It feels like we're in Groundhog Day in 2 different ways. FaZe want one thing, that's B. FaZe want to come through the smoke at the top of B. See, Xtaz constantly seeing this and wondering what's happening. But then you always have Vitality pulling off the retakes.
It's a 5-round streak about to turn 6. If they can close out this one final attempt for FaZe, at least who have their guns, and an opening kill again. Roki gets the better of Flamesy. Apex took half his health and damage early on. Oh, but Rops from middle finds Kerrigan. A freebie through the smoke to just slow FaZe down a notch. All while ZywOo goes for something different. We have not seen this op inside of the apartments. FaZe Clan have not felt this.
They're not peeking in from both sides. We'll see if Jacob wants to take a liberty. Oh my God.
Catches him in between thinking of both ends.
That's a message.
It's a big pickup for Jacob. Trying to get this game going, trying to keep that threat of an A commitment online, and it's just gonna leave Rops on his own. But I think with how much FaZe have had this affinity for the B side, it makes sense to keep majority on this side. MVM's locked into the boost. Frozen's gonna put a smoke down in front of him, but MVM's gonna maintain vision over top as long as the flashes don't fully find him. Player pushes down beneath.
MVM.
He's gonna execute him in a second.
Oh, he has a chance to do a lot more.
He lets this sit. All while Apex dies, MVM wins. He pulls the trigger, turns around, and executes them both.
It's got to be the 1-on-2 from Twist now. MVM makes the move to make this feel impossible. No spice on the site.
Got to get picked back up, it will be. Twist fake plant once, MVM doesn't bite. Banana and a player dead! And Twist slain! Mezzy again and again! And Vitality prove there are gaps between them and FaZe on Inferno. 6-round streak takes the life out of FaZe Clan's faces. The silver lining so far on Inferno for FaZe is that Pistols have continued to go their way, but that 3-round start at the very first half of this map, is it all just false confidence for a FaZe clan in the face of 2025's #1?
It absolutely could be. We've seen Vitality now. They've shown us that they're better on retakes. They showed that last map as well. And even if FaZe can get 2 crazy entries, that the round isn't over. So Pistols are the only reason that this map is even competitive for FaZe Clan. They're going to need 2 just to continue that. Otherwise, this is going to look a lot like Dust 2. FaZe fighting from beneath in every single game that they play. Showing improvements, getting better, putting together some great map streaks. Their Inferno's history looks better than Vitality's. But it looks like Vitality are now fully online.
Made over, is it timed well? Yes, it is. Ooh, damn.
It's unbelievable.
There's some hefty damage on that one from Frozen. Problem is, he's alone on this site.
Playing open.
There's no kit here for FaZe, and it's looking like a retake will be needed. He could try to spam down with some body shots. Oh, or maybe just straight up headshots. Why not?
Frozen are happy.
No entry allowed for free. Executes through smoke. And his nade has softened up the others. FaZe with no kit retakes on. And retakes going to perfection.
They put those pistols together. We can give some credit to Frozen, okay? That nade was awesome.
Sure. And the headshots through the smoke well timed.
Crosshair placement is half the battle, okay? The timing is perfect off the footsteps through the smoke. The nade square between 4 players here. And Frozen playing retake is the difference.
Can't believe you leave him solo on that bomb site. He gets that much value.
Yeah, well, he has shown his value in playoffs, 100%.
And I remember
might have been his best map ever on Nuke yesterday. I mean, that was unbelievable.
It was not long ago that 3-0 start on the T side also had FaZe Clan's fans frothing.
Now we might get the most interesting scoreline so far in these maps. Because if FaZe are relying on pistols to get this comeback, then Vitality are going to have to do this the hard way, you know, no matter what. Now we'll see if they can try to convert this. But this is something we haven't seen yet. Usually the teams that are taking the pistols, they're crushing. FaZe had a fetish for the B site. Seems like Vitality are going to try to do the same thing.
Smoke in front of it still. They're not going to respect that. Trying to climb over top. Good flashbang.
Oh,
as he capitalizes in that moment. And ZywOo's going to find one as well. That is revenge for Frozen's hold in the last round. Man advantage, Vitality forced by. And again, the retake's called for. And again, it does not feature a kit. You've got enough utility to try to flush players out of position, a frag to open up the smoke, but you will not see anybody frantic. Oh, they eat the flashes, and Flamesy comes out perfectly. Twist within that moment, gets the trade frag right back, but still the numbers favor Vitality. Oh, the lineup!
What? And they know it's Robs.
Sits back into Banana. His ex-teammates in front of him. With their hopes on the line, he will peek out and die to the USP of all things.
They covered it, the lineup. When you see that from Grill to Emo, 2 players dead to the M4 spray, somehow.
Another one where there is just no time and still he pulls it off. I thought no kit would cost them.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Covered perfectly. Brokey puts that one together. Eating ammo. 3 frags in the finish.
Whoa.
Navi suffered a lot of those rounds yesterday.
But how long can FaZe sustain a CT side that's just surviving with retakes like that? Honestly. Honestly,
This
how
is the
long?
time. This is the time. We'll have to see, man. We'll have to see. What you can say is that Vitality's execute, better flashes, better spacing. They kind of did what FaZe did to them, but they actually put themselves in an even better spot. It was a more unlikely retake. But I think Vitality, at least they can tell themselves, like that really worked. Kerrigan was blind for back-to-back flashes, damn near 6 seconds or so.
Budapest believes. Vitality start this one slower. And they've got a lot to work with right now, right? I feel like sometimes when you start around this slow, FaZe will be considering just how much Vitality have up their sleeve, but there is a comfortable amount of grenades here. They could go for 2 volleys. You know, you look at the nades in FaZe's hands in contrast, as they continue to drop them on the defensive before we get this commitment from Vitality's utility. Luckily here for FaZe, stacking this bomb site at the right time, in the right direction, down to 25 seconds. Vitality have taken their sweet time, and they're still just gonna try to puncture through up the short side. Jacob inside of the pit, cuts off that 1 player towards apartments. Flashbang's good, blinds a bunch of bodies, but there's a bunch of bodies. That's the problem for Vitality. So many defenders. ZywOo, 2 more players to try to topple. Frozen's dead with the last bullet. He claims it, and the last second, did he miss it?
No, he's got it.
Okay.
That bomb's going down.
Clutch is on.
Kerrigan was left alone at B. Now he has to retake. ZywOo 13 HP.
Tech9 in hand, and Kerrigan tiptoes his way closer. Oh, keeps himself into the cover, has to hit the headshot. At any moment, Kerrigan swings. ZywOo sits.
Oh, Kerrigan's got it.
And FaZe are there to deny it, but it's another by the skin of their teeth.
He'll get on this bomb, it's a defuse. It becomes a 1-round game.
You smell that?
Smell like manure in here. I mean, it was almost some of that for Vitality.
This is
really
how it starts.
Attempt. Yeah. To be honest, twist kills are so key on the opposite side of default. Rotations are nice and fast there. And Kerrigan, you know, all he has to do is not take a headshot angle fight, and he has a huge advantage. You got an instant kill in MP9. It's only because of ZywOo that we thought maybe that'll happen. Rocky's opened
Powering up now. This is a gun round as well. Vitality's lead, slowly but surely, has begun to disappear. Mezzy on the answer back to Banana, though. That's Frozen just fed over.
Yeah, that's pretty massive. You know, two damage for Mezzy. No bullets hitting him. And Kerrigan on solo duty again. That's what happened last round, except it was an A play. Vitality looked to go back to what works. Kerrigan went from one of the best maps of his career to getting 3 frags back on Dust 2.
Hell yeah. And now with grenades in hand, he's got 4 bodies of Vitality about to barrel his way, so he puts the smoke down to try to delay it.
Which wolf are we gonna get here on Inferno? Kerrigan's got some heavy duty grenades here. Impact damage. If they want to linger too much, they're gonna eat some damage.
Chucks it in the middle. Still that corner occupied by Robs.
They don't get touched by anything here.
Frag grenade. It's gonna bounce a little too far. That'll do some damage. Smoke comes from the opposite bomb site. Time down at 45 seconds. Kerrigan's trying to cross. Oh, Mezzi's gonna catch him through it. And as Twist moves onto the scene, it's a spray as he crosses his fingers. They'll cross into the bomb site.
And they're just gonna walk away from this. That late smoke, he thought that was the key. He wanted to make sure he had vision as they were gonna run through on the left side, but they made sure to spam it. They made sure to spam it. They're doing a lot of what FaZe are doing, but they're making it look a bit better.
It's Mezzi again.
It's Mezzi again. When are we gonna stop saying his name? He's the one guy, 2 maps now, pure dominance.
Beauty of Mezzi's career, just so overqualified for this position in Vitality, but he also is another supportive pillar, much like Ross, to kind of try to prop up everybody else. But the evolution of Mezzi is what I'm always blown away by. The leadership elements of his play that he starts to bring to the table. He's the one guy who never seems to completely fall into the darkness if things don't go well for Vitality at the start of a map.
We always get that listen in, you hear Mezzi come through with words that, you know, make him appear wise beyond his years, just to get everyone back on the right track. Sometimes those are foreboding signs though. When in games like that, when that happens, it's a little too late. We're not seeing that now, however. He's playing well, Vitality R2. They have, yes, let FaZe back into the game, but they keep a lead.
You have to think of all of the costs that were racked up to FaZe Clan in that streak of 3 rounds at the start of this.
Yeah, there's a pot of gold on the other side of this win for Vitality if they can pull it off. Remember, this is a 5v4. Mezzi gets one back, doesn't even take a lick of damage. Not sure how that happened to Frozen. But 2 entries, that's too much to sustain. And because he does it so easily, Vitality keeps so much left over. It's FaZe's economy that's teetering.
Playing off the bomb site, trying to get up towards Vitality.
Good.
Nate
Here in the bell,
perfectly
yeah.
placed. That Zywoo down to half.
They are calling out their positions quite well. That's
Get
one
into free
vision
damage
spotted,
while you
yeah.
can. And remember, back to Zywoo taking over this position in the first half, right? He was the guy to come over and to solve the problems at B. Well, now it's Brokey's chance, but he peels away. Kerrigan's going to get executed from over top.
That's beautiful. Molly on Hobbit made sure that they could not get support for Kerrigan. Now they're in business.
Brings Brokey back. Frozen sitting here all the while. And that one smoke grenade.
They're going to expect him on this corner. Kind of brazen for him to be here.
Oh, still goes for the cross. Molotov's coming over. He wants to lock in backside. And the utility's going to disrupt Frozen's position. Brokey can't quite seem to get comfortable in this bomb site. Flashbangs find him. He is dead with nothing to show for it.
Yeah, they barrel through. Everything is perfect in place. That smoke a little off, but no CT there to punish the corner. Vitality just making sure that everything was as good as it felt.
It's a world-class execution. And it's a FaZe Clan that just can't keep up.
Twist calls for the save. That is that's the most solid moment, I think, for Vitality on these B execs, because like it's cool to see them do what FaZe did, but a little better. But also coming through these smokes, I feel like they're opening the door to a little bit more variance and like what can happen, especially for the team that's, you know, should be playing from a position of power. But right here, the way they make sure to zone Kerrigan, they call out how Kerrigan is making sure that they can punish everybody who's behind that half wall. He lands that nade at Bell. He calls for Brokey to come and peek into logs when he sees a player as he's jumping over the half wall who's doing a good job of sort of playing battleship in that situation. But then Vitality responded with equal and even better gameplay. Zoned him out entirely. There was no chance for him to shoot back. He would have just had to read that someone was above him, and that boost was assembled too quickly.
See the remnants of the save. The little that Kerrigan and Brokey will have, a smoke grenade for each.
We've watched FaZe play Overpass, which is the map that's coming up next. It was by far their worst game of this entire major. We've seen them get a lot better since then, but they also stopped allowing it through since then.
There's nowhere to hide in a best of 5.
They know the pressure's on to win this map here.
Ouch, that nade is tough. Kerrigan down to 36, and remember, only with the pistol. Bomb still floats back by ramp, so Vitality not quite ready to go all in on this just yet, but you can establish a strong line for ZywOo. They actually smoke it out themselves. They'll try to find something over top with the boost on the sandbags, and that is the perfect call out. Frozen goes down, the gun will need to be picked back up. And this B-bomb site feeling prime for the taking yet again. Bomb recovered, joins forces on Banana. And Apex is just gonna try his hand at the commitment again. Kerrigan at bat, steps forward with a clean frag to Flamesy.
Ooh, it's awkward actually. It slows it down at a moment they were about to jump on this.
Awkward flash as well out from Apex, just trying to keep pressure on this Banana hold.
Kerrigan's not alone again.
30 seconds, smoke goes over top. But that's Brokey with the USP.
Man, give him that M4.
With the M4. He's hanging on to it at 36 HP. Trying to hope that they'll let Brokey go unnoticed. Kerrigan, not more left for him to do. Mezzy clearing corners.
Oh, of course, he's got it covered.
Mezzy clearing FaZe Clan. Time and time again, out of this B-bomb site, majority stand for Vitality. Do FaZe want to take this chance without a kid?
Yeah, they get on to 11. FaZe, this is the situation they knew they'd find themselves in this moment. Mezzy 20-6. With another successful round of B kills assisted by ZywOo's opener.
And slowly but surely, the tale of this Inferno is going to be one comparable in both halves. Pistol full conversions. That's 6 of the 7 rounds that FaZe Clan are sitting on at the moment. But given runway, Vitality take off time and time again. They've showed it to us all year long. This is miracles on one side of the stage and masters on the other. And Vitality are showing you why we have talked about them all year long.
I mentally forgot about Nuke, as if it never happened. Vitality take firm control here as they steady the ship on Inferno. Another buy-up in response, no op for Brokey to work with. Could have if he really wanted it.
Jacob begins to be freed up from the shackles of the A defense. Goes for, again, a bit of an apartments opening, but you just know Vitality are on the other side of those walls. So he'll peel away. Kerrigan comes over to join forces. Not often we don't see him inside of that B-bomb site, but they try to bolster it with the Twist Frozen combo instead. And there's a moment here where Frozen's starting to get frisky towards Banana. Utility from the bottom of ramp. Bomb has been left towards spawn again. Slow squeeze for Vitality to try to secure themselves a 12th round on map 3.
And it's been so much B. It's been so much B. Maybe they get a little loose here on the A side. Maybe they want to come and peek.
Don't do it, Kerrigan.
He's thinking about it.
Don't do it.
But he's not giving in just yet. No op to play with so far. Bomb's getting picked up. Decisions haven't been made yet. Just chilling right now are Vitality, starting to walk it up, and
runs around, and ZywOo doesn't really pull the trigger.
And
wasn't quite ready for that pace. Kerrigan gets away with it, puts Flames in front of it. 25 seconds to this clock, and we've got a group of Vitality players about to try to charge down this A site.
He must have literally blinked.
Jacob with no utility sits inside of the pit. Kerrigan starting to have second-guessing moments here, just frantically runs back over towards the library side. Vitality so heavy up short. Brokey's position's gonna cut off the bomb. Jacob gets his from pit. It's a slaughter. ZywOo turned back the other way, and FaZe find
and he's in danger. ZywOo's gonna run away from this 39 HP. This is a mixture of a great hold and time pressure from Vitality. I think ZywOo must have literally blinked, not taking that shot on Arch. But the fact that it came down to a single point of failure over on the A side makes you think, here's why there's a lot of B plays happening. Are Vitality as confident as they appear?
3 rounds the gap now for FaZe. Chance to build up some money. The most convincing round win of the second half for FaZe Clan. Keeps Vitality off that overtime secured. And they didn't see what the setup was for FaZe inside of B site, and that was that layered twists frozen holding the same angle, something that they were able to tap into on Dust 2 a couple of times.
Both teams have been playing so far back on A. There's just been nothing interesting happening on that side of the map until it's an A hit. We're never getting the bottom B flank. You know, that's for Vitality and FaZe. But now that FaZe are on the second half, it's their ball game.
Nade gets dunked on the setup. Frag sent back the other way, frozen at back. Oh, can't manage.
Oh, that's a big kill for Flamesy.
It's a good amount of damage. Flamesy survives the nade. Kerrigan into the back of the site, has to hope that Twist can help him. Frag doesn't do too much off Twists, and then he dies. It's all fit. Nothing here for FaZe.
Mezzy got twisted, CT spawn, another smoke kill for Mezzy.
3 players inside that B bomb site, and FaZe will come up with nothing.
And he's smoking that FaZe pack right now.
Vitality's 12th round, their easiest yet.
Right back to B. They just said, don't overthink the situation, keep it dead simple. Sage advice from ZywOo.
Save here is critical, and Brokey's back is about to be exposed.
Yeah.
Ooh, never mind. Trying to get away, but Rops is a real hunter.
Terrorists win.
Important to see if he gets this. Brokey in the corner will survive. That's 2 up for FaZe, 4 rounds.
No, you're right. Pretty much their only chance to make this interesting. Besides pistols and conversions, there hasn't been much here for FaZe. Kills like this are just everything.
Singular round win beyond the pistols and conversions. That's it.
Smoke break. That's just so good for Mezzy, man. So alert. So ready.
Look at the limitation that FaZe will have with this one. Brokey tries to go for the mid pick, gets nothing out of the gate. FaZe Clan surely still feel like they need to build up this B bomb site defense. That is why we've seen Twists and Frozen take over control. Frag grenade again, well placed. Flashbang even better. Frozen
over the ball.
He doesn't see. But a back turn to him. He gets away with the run. More players down on the other side of smoke. Frozen barrels through. When push comes to shove, Frozen hits them with the cold shoulder.
Oh, with the volley going in the wrong direction. That flash working wonders. And the M4 doing the rest. FaZe live to breathe another round, it looks like.
Money's fine for Vitality. That's not going to be a problem just yet. All that's happened is you have missed your first of 4 chances to close map 3. Pop shot wounds Rops. Bomb in possession now of the FaZe Clan. And they are going to win this one with 5 players strong. That is a statement move by Frozen.
I'm not going to lie, we haven't seen all the layers that give us a great Inferno from both teams. And like for Vitality, finally a response at the bottom of Banana. Not just all of these fallback trap nades. There's been too many rounds from both of these squads that have ended because 2 entries happen when there's a push through a smoke, or it's, you know, the finality of the situation at the mouth of B. It feels like that's happened almost every single round. T attack from both squads. But the utility in the early round has been good from FaZe. The first time they actually send someone down to kill people at the bottom of Banana. I think their one regret would be playing scared and dying that way.
How he gets away with that flashbang. Ooh, it's everything. Getting away with a 3rd kill, all because Mezzy doesn't see it go over top. Well. We go back and forth, 4 rounds, non-consecutive now. The FaZe fight is alive, folks. But the money's still good for Vitality. Another nade for Apex to have to stomach. Another Molotov to force him back. Trying to keep Vitality away from those very successful B-site executions takes bravery.
Yes. But that's the only way you're actually going to win. There's so much variance just inherently on Banana, you know.
Oh, exposed.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Well-used utility here for Vitality for the 5v4.
The flash paired with the smoke break, that's frozen out, the main threat from last round.
They took a lot of damage in that process. Will it soften them up for somebody else on FaZe to thrive? Frozen had his round 1 round ago.
This will be curtains for FaZe unless they can come up with a 4v5. Will their good pieces of utility actually have an impact on the outcome of this round?
Kerrigan still just sits here.
And he's got to do something for his team, otherwise they can't justify staying 3B.
That smoke at the bottom of Banana fades. Kerrigan peels back slightly. He can hear the rumblings of this incoming Vitality. A scramble over for Brokey as Kerrigan confirms that they are getting closer, but they're still not an all-in. There is not a full commitment. FaZe Clan now leaning back on 2 defenders per bomb site, and Vitality have made up their minds. They are going to take this challenge to Twist and leave it to Messi to come through. But will Jacob be able to stand up when the lights are brightest, holds on to the apartments, and he gets overwhelmed? Messi is everywhere. But don't forget about all of that early damage. Brokey taken down at 46 health. Just one of the pack now. As Kerrigan tries to wrap this one around, this is 2 players not working with kits, 2 players not working with utility. As Vitality, kings of 2025, lock into their bomb sites. Look forward to the 2-1 advantage in this best of 5, but they have allowed Kerrigan to creep ever closer. Down goes Brokey, Kerrigan strikes, but it's good night on Inferno, and hello again, Vitality. Chance to close.
We got the map that gave us 4, a chance now, and new history here, a 4th map in a major grand final. It has to be Overpass if FaZe want to take this to a 5th. But we know the threat that Vitality bring on this map. They're demons.
Thank you, Valve, for listening and giving us what we want. More and more Counter-Strike.
Focus on these things. Focus and be there for each other. Remember all the talk.
Yeah, what he said.
Go back to remembering what got you here.
Frozen inside of this B-bomb site. We saw a lot of twists and Jacob on this B-bomb site when it didn't go well for FaZe. That game versus Ninjas in Pajamas was probably one of the worst looks that FaZe brought to this major, and that's when we thought to ourselves, oh yeah, this is done.
And then I took a second look.
Yeah.
And they beat Passion UA without pistols. Somehow on this map they did make improvements. I still have trouble believing that's enough to take out Vitality in a situation like this, but it's something. For now, we turn this over to Apex and the T-side game plan on Overpass.
Flash for Zywoo, fine by it. Just wants to go head hunting with that P250. Frozen's got first blood. And there's bodies on that A-bomb site. You got Robs and Mezzi, bomb included, smoke as well. Here towards the monster side, Frozen looking to just keep things clean.
Oh, he's about to let him in.
It's gonna find him. Robs is gonna catch Jacob. That's the support of Frozen down. He's just trying to keep his head down into the cover, but Robs isn't gonna let that happen. Twist on the scene, falls to Vitality.
Difficult retake incoming, they're gonna run at it.
Robs down into the water, kind of stuck ahead of the cover. Oh, okay. Down from beneath. Robs will strike first, FaZe. Whew. Broken apart. Vitality bank on Rops for the pistol.
Yeah, he reaches up from the abyss. That's beautiful out of Rops. A guy who was outshone by Mezzi back on Inferno, who had an unreal map and is having an unreal series. Desk have even entertained the prospect of Mezzi getting MVP. But with Zywoo's consistency overall, that's not going to be likely. Won't matter for him. We know how much the team victory means. A hot start on a difficult map. And the crowd starting to see in Vitality what they see in themselves.
Chance for Mezzi to continue racking up rating here. This pistol pack, hope that they could just pounce on it, but no sir, not with that Galil ready for it all. Mezzi's somebody who can go under the radar when it comes to Vitality's winning formulas, but tonight he has been lights out.
He has that understated personality. Somehow took center stage in this game. So many critical frags. T-side and CT side.
There's a lot of trash talk from Apex to Mezzi, even his teammates. But that playfulness, that yin and yang, it looks good on Vitality. When he's able to, again, bring them from the dark spots.
And that's what's so key about Apex. He knows how to keep it light in his own camp.
If you're gonna travel the world and put yourself under scrutiny weekend after weekend, if you're gonna try to push the limits of what this game can give, then you better do it alongside people you can laugh with. Vitality's formula. Here come the guns. FaZe, ready to hold things back. Again, this B site, I think, was one of the big weak links.
Absolutely. There was a lack of verticality used by FaZe Clan on CT side. Between Twist and Jacob, they were really having trouble maximizing the advantages that CT side can offer you. But that was early on, at the beginning of this major run. Few have learned faster than this lineup, but the amount of progress they require to get to the level to beat Vitality, we don't know if they can get there.
Ooh, Robs has got it. Jacob down, 0 kills so far.
He knew when he dodged that flash, he had the advantage. Jink comes in, but that's it.
Happy to lean on it. Vitality looking for the hot start again.
Frozen looking to make space here for Brokey. Brokey not set up with an op, of course. He'll come and spot this and wish he had one. That was full vision on the bomb.
With a threat looming towards the bathrooms, Brokey goes down empty-handed. A lot of pressure here on Frozen.
Oh, Robs is a threat.
Spam through that smoke's gonna take him down by a third. Twist just throws himself out through that dumpster. Smoke went back third, only for the one. There's another one for Kerrigan, a chance to strike, but no sir. It is instant headshots. It is instantly Vitality back to winning ways, and it's Zywoo fueling it in that one.
They're fine letting one kill go. They always trade it. Completely dismantle the A site. Apex's soldiers are moving. They can sense it.
Flushing Robs into the gunfight. Careful what you ask for. Very fuel tools for the job on this one. Robs finds Kerrigan already. Right side of Monster cleared up. That's gonna get the connector players boiling over, hopping around, finding open space further. And they start to begin to understand that FaZe are just sitting on a bomb site. And so FaZe feeling that squeeze, try to strike Robs while he's off guard. But still, there's guards. Apex here to help him out on the Monster side as everybody else gears up for the short hit.
Yeah,
Frag grenade on Jacob. Damn, man, 2 of them on top of him.
He's lucky to be alive.
Just heaping on the damage.
But it just shows you how well Vitality are moving right now.
And yet still FaZe standing brave in the face of this Vitality attack. We'll try to put Twist up front. Brokey right behind him. Jacob wounded the 3rd layer, but does this all just get chewed up by a wild, flying, flamesy MAC-10. Loves to jump around these corners.
You can see it, it's coming.
30 seconds, and they're gonna prioritize Monster first. CT still just want the short side. Flamesy draws them in. Jacob gets his one. Apex on the scene. And that Glock's not enough to best Frozen. The 5-7 fights on with a double kill, but that is it. That is all they end up finding to survive for Vitality as they'll take that 4-0 start.
Hey, it's nice to keep the money low if you can, but ultimately, Vitality don't care how much they've got. They're on T side. Things are on sale. They're not the team that are going to require an op to do well. FaZe didn't have the money for it. Last round when Brokey was defending on the A site.
Terrorists win.
Not much to stand on so far for FaZe.
Vitality have seen map 4 this year more than any other team. They're coming in strong, and
so
Jacobs
fast.
early.
Instant execution of both. No chance, no hope, no FaZe.
Totally slapped up. Whole site taken over, bulldozed. And I'm loving the tempo change.
Yes, sir.
FaZe wanted a little respect, but that's earned.
And right now, Apex just laughing in the face of Kerrigan. And Apex who wants to outcall Kerrigan to chip away at that greatest of all time conversation. Apex whose career has shown evolution in his role.
He's looking for 2 chips in 2 games.
He'd be the first.
He'd be the first to be one of one. Apex, a career as long as anyone else. A lot of legends in this position ends up as coaches, end up on the periphery of the game. They don't have an active role calling.
But Apex, built different.
He also hasn't been doing this his whole career. He was a standout entry fragger in the middle of CSGO. One of the best players in his role at the time. The most unlikely switch to an IGL from any role I think you'd expect.
I remember when it happened. Criticism immediately out of the gate.
Instantly took a break. Came back a couple weeks later. It felt like it was too soon. He believed in himself. Vitality did too. And with time, he prospered. And when people make moves like that, it opens the door for other players to try it in the future.
Flames are just make such quick work of these gun rounds.
That's nasty. You know, with the way that Jacob's playing it.
They might start to play a bit crazy, okay? 5-0. Let's go, but let's stay composed. We expect everything, okay?
Apex just trying to keep everyone centered, keep everyone relaxed.
And also at the same time, I think keep the finger on the pulse of FaZe Clan. You know that a wounded animal is going to start to get wild, and that is exactly what FaZe Clan are. You know, this is a team that's been playing with their back against the wall almost all major long, and that's when FaZe pull out their best. When defeat is right on the other side. And so we'll sit here and we'll wait for it because they've earned that belief.
They look to take this round slow. As you mentioned, wounded animal. If there's going to be desperation, sometimes you want to starve them out. No early frag here from Brokey, as he got vision on Zywoo earlier.
You're only going to get away with that boost one.
If he doesn't capitalize on this off right now, we don't know how many more times this half he's going to be able to get one. Money-wise, that's going to be a huge issue.
Sitting posted on top of Dice, Frozen plays the wall in front of him. Kerrigan supports from behind. Constant jump spot so that nobody has to worry about long. That's what's going to allow Brokey to stay fully focused, laser sharp on the bathroom side as Frozen tiptoes his way into cover. It's temporary. 25 seconds, Vitality playing down with the clock. It's back turned. And as Kerrigan collects the headshot, Rops has got the answers back. Apex won as well. Brokey loses his support system, but he'll strike down Apex, secure man advantage, and dive into the bank.
It's got to be Zywoo to plant the bomb. It's coming down to 10 seconds. Rob's going to have forward control, but he can't defend this necessarily.
Here it comes. They're going to try to dive. Zywoo, that's the cover. Rops with the headshots. Brokey won the no-scope sick, but Rops is just so nasty.
Oh, man. Rob's from the bank, cashing in on those 3 frags.
6 rounds into this game, and Rops, a titan at the top of the scoreboard at 12-2.
And it's those 2 trades back quickly after Frozen and Kerrigan get those 2 inside of bathrooms, and you think, okay, wait a second, and it's Rops to hit the kill feed instantly. 4 in total on this round from Rops.
You want to talk about Vitality knowing 4 maps because of their constant arrival in best of 5? Sure, but let's talk about major grand finals. Rops featuring in every single one since we've begun with CS2.
He can wait for a trailing flash. Zywoo will throw it.
Apex pounces! Sick transition! A reminder of where he came from and what he can do.
That's the entry fragger we remember.
Vitality are not here to waste your time. They're not here to give you false hope. They are here to crush your heroes.
Team of the year, no matter what happens tonight, but they're still here to win. The fact that this is house money for Vitality shows us that this is a team in CS2 we've never seen. No one can compare. Their biggest threats, first rounded, they make it to grand finals. (7-0), it's a total blowout. Half buy at best is gonna come in. Nightmare situation for Neo as he has to somehow inspire confidence, call a decent half buy here, and let his team know they need to still believe. Because there's nothing else to do after this. It's gonna be a long break for the loser.
That transition told you there was good things coming here from Apex. Doesn't waste the moment. Slams twists out of the round.
IGL for IGL. Kerrigan's impacts a lot of the maps that he's been having. You've seen some really quality play. Apex fallen off a lot. For him to come alive here in grand finals when it matters the most shows you how they picked up so many titles this year.
FaZe have been on the longest journey one could possibly take, from stage 1 of the Major to the Grand Finals. I mean, Cinderella, eat your heart out. You've got nothing on the FaZe clan. But maybe it was just all too good to be true. FaZe's fight yesterday was phenomenal. Their nuke beginning in this series gave you belief. But Vitality will bring reality crashing back down around you. And as the push off of that B-bomb site tries its damnedest, because FaZe always will, they are meeting their makers. They knew that they were going up against the best.
The best. Nuke feeling like years ago. As Vitality just start to coast, running through these rounds, suffocating their opponents. When you have to grind from stage 1, there's a price to pay.
The beauty of Counter-Strike is that it's built on its history. And as far as history and accolades go, a guy like Apex doesn't have much more to chase. He's gotten all the big ones that he wanted.
And everybody off the break, reassembling their rosters, making roster moves, trying to be the team that can take down Vitality. And also some unlikely stories coming up. Fallen, a player to find a resurgence within himself with his new lineup, threatening Apex and his new position as the top IGL. He had a chance to show us something. But potential's only worth so much. Vitality have nothing but hardware this year. Results, proof.
All the evidence you could ever hope to point to, and all the experience that comes with it is why now, given a chance to close out this major grand finals, FaZe Clan can't even cut it close. Twists. Desperate to get something going. He's going to try to take over short on his own. Oh, but even that comes at a cost, down to 47 health.
This is what momentum's all about, man. Every aggressive move you make now is now obvious. You don't get to play with your opponents because you haven't conditioned them. You're the conditioned one. This is going to take luck, skill, and ingenuity.
Right now, it feels like all those belong to Vitality.
Yeah. Are FaZe tapped out of confidence, or do they have a little more?
5v4. You got to try to build that belief back, brick by brick. A 5v4 and damage on Rops is something to work with. The 4 rounds of a CT side at best. Doesn't sound like enough now, does it?
Reforming this attack towards a 4v5 almost doesn't feel like a disadvantage for this team right now. Oh, instantly back. Rops, a part-time opper putting this one together.
Trying to take it over. Brokey, missed chance. ZywOo, instant headshot, shows the depth of his ability. Optimus push here from Kerrigan. He'll catch 1 kill as Apex's bomb plant gets denied, but it's going to get picked back up.
They got to run at this.
Oh,
I think he might have it.
it's close. Cover's good. Bomb's planted. No chance. Just when you thought FaZe had a moment to catch their breath, just when you thought there was a sliver of hope, Vitality rip it away from you.
No luck at all. Nothing going their way. Rops to get this kill with ZywOo beside him on a rifle, taking out the opper on the other side. That's the depth of this team on display. ZywOo, the most efficient player in history.
Set up by Rops, the damnation of FaZe Clan right now. Changed jerseys, switched projects, brought Vitality to the top, and will shove FaZe into the dumpsters here on Overpass at this rate. 18 kills in 9 rounds of play. Brokey's gonna be found out by ZywOo. FaZe are trying anything they can to get anything going. They will find no refuge. They will find no saving grace in the face of a Vitality that not only built an era, but an empire. Their run in the first half of 2025 spanned the globe. All of the difficult travel days, all of those long journeys, never enough to put Vitality off kilter. There's never been excuses for Vitality. There's never been reasons to doubt.
Apex doesn't care who the crowd is cheering for. He brings his A1 game no matter what. 2 up now for FaZe. Jacob, the rookie. Tasked to defend this B site, taken out. 1 more victim of ZywOo.
A double-digit T-side for Vitality. And how desperate you must be. As the crowd that chanted your names as you took the stage this morning turns on you while you save. But this gun isn't just trying to save the next round, it's trying to save anything of this CT side. FaZe Clan fan favorites disrespected by Vitality in this 4th map of the GrandFinals.
This is what it looks like when you know how to win. FaZe have not lifted a trophy this year. Not played a best-of-5 grand final. The last time they played one in CS2, they got 3-0. No maps in CS2 in a best-of-5 grand final, and it's not the same roster. It hasn't been any time recent. Everything was stacked against them, but it's never been so apparent than it is now. Still, an emphatic Xtaz behind Vitality, making sure they don't let go of this death grip they have on this team. And that's because no roster in this major has been as scary as FaZe, no matter what the scoreline has been.
This is one of those moments where you think if you don't laugh, you'll just cry. How many times is Kerrigan gonna make it to a grand finals only to have his heart broken? Because I think he's a little used to heartbreak by this point, but embarrassment? FaZe are known to fight. Still sitting on 0 rounds of the favored side on Overpass.
It's a map that'll make you, it's, you know, Normally this happens on CT side and the map feels tiny. Here you get a chance to control the tempo. Initiate reactions, but no, it's been Vitality. Still puppeteering every situation in their favor.
Brokey sees the shadow. The sliver of hope that was an opening kill instead is their ex-teammate surviving and still thriving. Top of the scoreboard.
They're just begging for one whole frag.
Didn't even look them in the eyes as he has blasted his way through this CT half. Apex will find Frozen. Executes him with ease on the climb up towards that A site. Keeps the threat of the 12-0 half well and truly alive. Nobody will ever be able to take FaZe's name out of Budapest when you think of the run that they have made. But Vitality had to stare the most stacked playoff bracket in history straight in the eyes and tell themselves, we are still the best. And what a display this fourth map will be if they can continue to just keep winning each and every round. This B-bomb site has nothing to say. No opposition can stand this test.
This one's going beyond the strategy, beyond the tactics. This is where we see Counter-Strike can be 100% mental. Vitality, they see the finish line, FaZe don't, and that's clear.
One for the road, Kerrigan. It's nice to see him laughing, but I can't help but feel like he understands this game is done. And if this game is done...
He's come to a lot of major finals.
I didn't say it.
What a statement from Vitality, if that's how they close the year.
A year that has already featured so much success for Vitality, we thought it was damn near impossible for them to ever get better. Their struggles only began in the second half of 2025 as the evolution of all of their competitors took center stage.
They've taken their rows out of the water. They're cruising. They're in the flow state. It's not the work they put in this game to get here. It's the work they put in this year to get this game.
Frozen's off, finds Flamesy. Just trying to find that one. Weight of the world on FaZe Clan's shoulders. It always has been for this entire major run. Apex is gonna make sure that it's one and only for Frozen on the op.
Another 5v4 answered back instantly. Double op set up here for FaZe. One last stand on this CT side.
Brokey trying to play ahead of the smoke. Yeah, he'll find it. Collateral shot, but Rops makes sure to send bullets back through. And so the numbers stay even as the scramble comes forward here for FaZe. Just not the embarrassment. That's all they hope for. Rops into the AWP. Pop by Twists. Leave it to Zywoo to crush the FaZe clan. A Tech-9 in hand. Had a bomb over towards the bathrooms. He's not going for the bomb. He's going for the kills. He's going for the throws. To rip out the jugular and to crush their hope. By God, FaZe clan find one. Majors are a celebration of Counter-Strike, and Vitality looking truly like the best team in the world. FaZe Clan just trying to enjoy this moment. For an entire major, we have watched as FaZe Clan fight back from the brink, but never has the game been so stacked against them. Never has a result felt so far from their grasp. An 11-1 half to Vitality's favor on Overpass, showing us the depths that it takes to be the world's best.
It's something we can all relate to in this moment. All you can do is laugh. We see the smiles on FaZe. We see the smiles on Vitality.
Yes.
They have a layup to close this.
It's GG, guys. We know that. They have no chance. We're fucking great.
And Apex still says stay focused.
Never give FaZe Clan slack. That's the rule. ZywOo sitting behind the barrels, trying to be that world's #1. And as Berettas go down, it is a glimmer of hope here for FaZe Clan. Remember, they take pistols off Vitality. And so maybe a T-side run is still yet to be had. A little more room to fight with in Budapest. 4 versus 2 in the post plant. Flamesy and Rops over to the short side. Neither of them have a kit to play with. Twist goes deep towards Graffiti. And FaZe Clan still want to give each and every one of you a show. Tiptoeing their way in from short. It's both down, and it's a FaZe Clan pistol. But it's a long road to that 11 rounds of Team Vitality.
And instantly all the words come out here from FaZe Clan. And again, it's house money for them. If they make something happen, amazing. If not, well, at least they didn't put their expectations up too high. This is why Apex said stay focused. It's another great pistol round here to stave off the embarrassment of an absolute shutdown of a map. And that's why everybody loves FaZe.
Why is Xtaz pissed?
Oh, you gotta love it. You have got to love it. Budapest, are they making this comeback? Come on. They always wait until you think you've seen it all.
That's why Counter-Strike's the gift that keeps on giving. Because how many times have you told yourself, well, I've seen it all? They will pull on your heartstrings to the bitter end. Little deagle damage, careful now. You'd hate for it to be an embarrassing end. 5-7 of Mezzi drops this slow Rops flank from bathrooms. 5-7, good to kill Frozen. Remember, they're ex-teammates. Don't let Rops be the one. How does ZywOo do that? Double deagle kill.
No.
There comes Flamesy. And there's that swift reminder. Kerrigan, good luck. Rops hands on the AK, cut down FaZe Clan. Yeah. It's all a laughing matter.
Oh, and it's not even a rifle to do it.
Until reality slaps you upside the head. 12-2. Vitality now stand on the finish line.
Reality minutes away. FaZe doing their best to try to ignore it. Oh my. And ZywOo's getting kills like that.
They know how close they are.
One of the few times FaZe don't convert around like this.
The first half of 2025 will be remembered as Vitality dominating the opposition. Constantly the champions. The second half of this year was one where they had to take a back seat and had to learn to adapt. Had to learn again what it was like to feel the loss. ZywOo steps forward towards the bathrooms to try to end this here and now. That long push comes onto the flank. And now Apex over top of the van. Kerrigan, there's nowhere to run. So little place to hide. Frozen meant to support him. On for the 1v3 or else. Vitality reigning, defending, back-to-back major champions. One frag from it and Frozen will fight to the bitter end. Apex on the front of the bomb site. Frozen on the swing, and it's Apex himself to end it. The one and only Dan Mattisclair. 2 majors in CSGO, 2 majors in CS2.
And who knows how many more. This team bouncing back from themselves versus a whole new field. Bigger, better, and stronger to get the final word in the second season. After already giving us something we had never seen and thought was never possible after Astralis.
They built their era, they claimed their empire, and now they will pen the beginning of the second act of Vitality's global domination. With Budapest as our battleground, where history whispers from every cobblestone, Vitality's legend will never be forgotten.
Never. This team jubilant, fans on their feet, everyone waiting for this moment. They finally can say they killed FaZe.
And they can finally say that they can continue to make a claim as one of Counter-Strike's greatest to ever do it. Astralis' records are the only things in their sight. The only back-to-back major champion since 2019. After the greatest season of Counter-Strike we've ever seen, it is Vitality back on top. Your StarLadder Budapest Major champions!
StarLadder Budapest Major champions. Vitality!